Hello, everybody, and welcome to Soulcalibur UK's European Online Series Season 5, Tournament number 2, hashtag EOS. You know what to put on Twitter if you want to hype up the EOS Season 5 tournaments. My name is Danarai, and I'm joined by a TO, a player, and a commentator, Kusoge. How are you doing today, buddy?
Hello, good to be here. I'm doing great today. I'm still tired from the amount that I've been doing recently, but anything for a good bit of caliber, what can I say?
For real, for real. So, I mean, everybody knows you for Locked in Your Character, which was on PS4, but now it is on PC, is that correct?
Yes, Locked in Your Character is now on PC. The most recent tournament, the Festive Fight Club that happened yesterday, that was a PC tournament. And the Season 2, only announced yesterday, of the Locked in Your Character League, that is also going to be on both PS4 and PC this time around. So, just opening it up to more people to enjoy the tournaments.
Amazing, there you go. We got loads of caliber for you. We have SWO, we have Locked in Your Character, we have EOS, we have OFC, we have ETL, we have WWE, we have all sorts of acronyms for you to take part in Soulcalibur if you're part of the European scene. But today, as stated earlier, this is EOS, the European Online Series, Season 5, and we have a massively stacked bracket sitting at 30 players, just 2 off of the optimal 32, but we do have some incredible competitors, people that we haven't seen in these tournaments for a while. People like Dom entering, which is something that I always look forward to because I love watching him murder people with full crouch 3K and 3B. We've also got some more Astaroth this time round. So we have World Brandstar, we have Horseface, and we have Darth Minion, somebody who doesn't really enter the tournaments but has decided to enter this one. Also really excited to see that. We got Eternal Dragon, one of the people who you may know from the Soulcalibur UK scene. He's a commentator, he's a TO. He also does some stuff for the Soulcalibur UK Discord. He runs the Twitter account with Nashley. So, we've got some faces that we don't normally see, and I'm kind of excited to see how far they get, if they've been, training behind the scenes, making those montages, making sure that they're up and ready for the task of taking on some of the crazy people we have in this bracket.
Yeah, as you said, we've got some really crazy people in this bracket and some silent killers, but of course, we've also got names that we are all too familiar with in these sorts of brackets. Some really, really strong players. We have people like Dexus, who, of course, legendary Blue Shell Siegfried. We have, as you said, World Brandstar and Horseface, both incredible Astaroth players, as well as a man who is really running the gauntlet today, Ganondorf. He's got EOS. I believe he has something in between that, and then later on tonight he is on the Locked in Your Character League. So he's got a busy day of Caliber ahead of him.
He really dislikes playing Caliber online, and for somebody who dislikes it that much, he participates in a hell of a lot of online tournaments. It's always refreshing to see Ganon. You gotta love him. One of the only Aswells that's been playing Aswell since forever, hasn't really dropped him. I mean, there's no reason to. He's a great character. But I've never really seen him dabble in anybody else, which is great because he's one of them character loyalists. You always know what you're getting when you come across Ganondorf in a tournament. But we've also got some people who you may not expect to join. So we've got Random Russian. I don't know who that is in the bracket because their name is in Russian.
I'm gonna go. We're gonna go with the name Toph. It kind of looks like Toph, so.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit. JC Near, somebody who has been part of the European scene for a while, but again, we don't really see enter a lot of tournaments. Jumpy Jin, I'm not entirely sure who that is either, but it's always refreshing to see these new faces. And of course, Iona Rose, another Scot, to join the plethora of Scots that we have in the tournament at the moment. Raphael Main used to enter a lot of tournaments, and has now come back for EOS Season 5. So it's really, really cool to see a lot of these people come back and try and test their mettle against some of the best that we have in this bracket. But before we get into the first game, which is going to be Dayan versus Crystal Boy, we have a couple of commands for you. We have !bracket, which you can put in the chat too, of course. see the bracket, and we have exclamation mark donate so that you can donate to our Matcherino for the second tournament of EOS Season 5. Okay, maybe it's not donate, it's...
No, it's donate.
Oh, there we go. It's just come up very slightly delayed. But if you put in the code EOS52, you'll be able to get a free 50 cents to that prize pot for free using the code SWO5. Nope, sorry. My bad.
EOS52.
EOS, my brain. EOS52. That's the one. EOS52. Which I'm going to do right now.
Yeah, I've already put my my cash in. But we're going to be going in with Dayan versus Crystal Boy. So both look to be from the Italian scene. Of course, I'm only recently coming into the PC side of things. So these online players, I don't know a huge amount about them. So fill me in. What do you know about these two?
So Dayan is one of the, I believe one of the people who's in charge of the Italian Discord, along with a couple of others. But I know very little about Crystal Boy. I have only recently seen their name. Don't know much about their tournament progression when they started playing Calibur. Like, I honestly don't know anything about them. So the fact that they play Tira already puts them down one notch in my estimations. You know, Tira is an incredible character at the end of Season 2 at the moment. She's still retained her incredible movement. She's got sick range. Gloomy and Coda are just like insane stances to go into. While in Jolly, you know, you got 6B, you got 1B, you got some pretty good moves.
Yeah.
But you know, Dayan started off pretty strong, taking that first round at half health. And of course, the best stage in the game so far.
Yeah, the Garvey Island. I'm kind of disappointed that we're not hearing the Sam Show music, but it is what it is. But you were saying about, Tira, and especially in Gloomy, has a huge amount of damage. This is another character that, probably one of the few characters that can actually out-damage Tira is Nightmare. This character is just so explosive. But yeah, just playing very compact at the moment. Not going to take a lot of risks.
Well, yeah, you don't really need to take a lot of risks when you're playing Tira. She's got incredible tools to kind of poke you out, whiff punish you with, and if you do try and overextend a little bit, you can get stepped relatively easily. So, you know, all of your efforts are for naught. And right now, Dayan's kind of showing that Nightmare, after all of this time, through all of the patches, he's become a really strong character too. A lot of people have been putting out some tier lists, and they're putting Nightmare top 5, top 1, top 3, and you know, I can kind of see it at the moment.
Yeah, I can definitely see Nightmare being top 3. He's incredibly good at what he does.
I mean, you got a great whiff punish in 6-6B. You've got new moves like 4-4-A hold, which gives him more guard damage. I think it can guard crush as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. You've got K6. Jury's still out on whether that move is good or not, but it is just another step catcher that Nightmare has. It is -1 block, so it is technically like an attack grab as opposed to a move like 2-2-6 A+G. But you know, he just keeps on getting these moves and getting these buffs that make him a more and more viable character as opposed to what people thought of him in the beginning of Soulcalibur's lifespan.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying to see him when you either go on rank to fight in the tournament. Is this going to work?
No, it's not going to work. Yeah, goes for the unblockable grab. Unbreakable throw, and this should be dead. Yeah, it is.
I was going to say, I mean, maybe it was a misinput. Perhaps he meant to try and do soul attack, but yeah, Crystal, we're managing to bring it back 2-2 right now, but they are sitting at 2 bars of that tasty butter.
Yeah, loving it. And you did mention the soul attack. That is probably the biggest buff that Nightmare got, machine gun soul attack.
It is literally a machine gun now. Once he's in soul charge, he can just hammer 236 CE about 3 or 4 times in soul charge right now, and just keep you at range 4 million.
Splat, and oh no, not quite dead, but doesn't tech roll, and unfortunately, that's going to cost Crystal Boy the game. Dayan going 1-up.
It looked pretty convincing in the beginning. Crystal Boy managing to bring back 2 rounds, but Nightmare, when he's sitting at some bar, and then he just pops that soul charge, it's incredibly scary, and Dayan knew that. He was biding his time, waiting to go all out, explosive Nightmare style, managing to hit that first game. I wonder what stage we're going to get now. So, you know, smaller stages can be pretty good for Nightmare, because if your opponent doesn't have a lot of space to move, then you can just throw out a lot of your really long range moves like 6-6A+B, AGA, 3A. You know, you can really just limit your opponent's movement, which is super good for Nightmare. But then, of course, as we said earlier, Tira's movement in Jolly, in Gloomy, just also in general, is mad good. She can backstep into last week. That's how good her backstep is.
Tira's backstep is very frustrating to deal with, especially if you're playing a short range character. Fortunately, Nightmare doesn't have as much of an issue to deal with, but you were saying about small stages, and we've got another one here. We've got the Murakura Shrine, which, being the Setsuka stage, is automatically the best stage in the game.
Well, while I do like the aesthetic, there is nothing that beats Hammery stage. Like, the aesthetics, the announcer, the like 180p JPEG of Mount Fuji in the background, absolute godlike.
Yeah, it's great. Fortunately, it looks like we're having a bit of issues with the stream.
Yeah, it looks like it may be Nestl's PC taking a bit of a hit, or possibly the games just decided to not work today, as Soulcalibur is wont to do sometimes. But bear with us as we try and figure this out. But remember, we have a Matcherino. If you head over to our Matcherino page by typing in !donate in the chat, you can go to the matcherino.com/t/EOS52 page, where we've already raised $33.60. But we have a bunch of different things for you to do. If you add in the coupon code EOS52, you can add a free 50 cents to the prize pot. But we've also got a bunch of sponsor quests. We have RIG, G Fuel, and more RIG. If you're so inclined, you could add probably up to, it looks like, about $2 or $3 for free just by completing these quests, which is highly recommended. So we can give these competitors something to fight for. And just as a quick reminder as well, the prize pot for today won't be given to the winner of this tournament. They'll all be compiled over the course of many, many weeks up until January the 31st, which will be the final. And the winner will get a majority of the pot. And then, of course, it will be split between top 3, top 4, top 8, depending on how much we're able to raise.
As we finish that, we're just going to get into game 2, and looking very good for Crystal Boy there. Just everything working, and yeah, everything was working out.
Just to finish off that round. It's such a great move for Tira. I mean, as far as I know, it is minus on block and you can punish it, but it's got such great range and it tech crouches really well that sometimes you just don't expect it.
Yeah,
Dayan don't care. He's just running straight at him, going into Wall Rising Bees.
And again, we just thought there, another move of Nightmare that's buffed. That's a lot of them, but Drill is now only minus 12 on block, meaning that the only time you can punish it is if you're Setsuka and you've got Moon Visions. That's pretty much the only time that move is now punishable, which is absolutely ridiculous.
No, I agree. I mean, it's very similar to Grow's 66A plus B. It got changed to minus 12, and only Setsuka can punish it in Moon. Not not the most fun experience when one of the only characters in the game is one of the closest range characters, but once she gets into like full stances, she's the only person in the game that can block punish a lot of these long range I-12 moves. Can get a bit frustrating, but you know, I guess for balance sakes, they thought it was a good idea to make Drill minus 12. And there's that Guard Crush into the 3B. Boom! Just frames. Finishing it off. Dayan looking so strong at the moment. Crystal Boy was about to bring it back in the first game. Will he bring it back in this second game?
Fishing for the 6B lethal hit.
I mean, you just kind of got to expect it at this point, right? Heroes, as soon as they change to Gloomy, it's going to be the first thing I'm going to attempt is to whiff punish you with 6B.
I think so, charge.
There's another one. Dan looking to finish this off. He's got a hell of a life lead. Good AGI usage. Getting caught moving. There's going to be quite a bit of damage into the RNG.
Goes for the Okazeme. Don't go for the try to continue the combo. Or goes into Headbutt, into Coda, into Doc Caliber, into Crystal Boy, leaving the room. Oh, it looks like...
it looks like we were probably quite behind in the replay. So Crystal Boy has been defeated 2-0 by Dayan. GG's to Dayan, moving on in the winner side of bracket, while Crystal Boy has to make their way down into the loser's side. If you have a quick update on the bracket, it looks like Loz has beaten Iona Rose 2-0, Vile Muffin has beaten Dragon 2-0, and Jackie has beaten Jumpy Jin 2-0. So winner's side bracket moving along pretty nicely as we wait for the next game to get underway. So Soulcalibur 6 coming to the end of Season 2. What are your thoughts, Kusage? Do you think we're going to get a Season 3? Do you think maybe we'll get a Soulcalibur 7 announcement? Do you think this may be the end for Soulcalibur?
It's not the end. The game has... I can't remember who I saw said it, but the game has truly... I think it was Funster, actually. That the game has truly punched above its weight in terms of just how much fan support there's been, how much the developers have been beloved for this game. I don't see this game going away anytime soon. I think we're going to get Season 3, though. I think it's still too early to get a Soulcalibur 7. I personally don't want to see a Soulcalibur 7 yet. I think this game has so much more to give. And if Tekken can get a Season 4, we can get a Season 3. Even in these crazy times that we're going through. But yeah, I think this game has really just done something for the community. It sparks something. It's just great to see. We've got Caliber back.
Yeah, I think so. I'm kind of the opposite opinion. I think that I would rather see a Soulcalibur 7, and I know I would also want a Season 3, and I think that's more likely. But Soulcalibur 7, in my eyes, could be the devs taking everything that they've learned from the development of Soulcalibur 6, in terms of the time frame that they were given, the funding, the team that they had to make, everything has resulted in a game that, while we all love it, has glaring problems, unfortunately. It is a very balanced game for the most part. We have features that a lot of people would kill for, especially our lobby system, even though sometimes it can be a little bit janky. We have one of the best lobby systems in any fighting game because you just go straight into a game. Our roster, while being smaller than a lot of fighting games, is very unique as compared to a game like Tekken, where everybody seems very homogenized with very few differences to make them unique. I genuinely think a Soulcalibur 7 could be one of the greatest fighting games of the 21st century, only purely because all of the problems that went wrong in Soulcalibur 6 will be rectified if they're able to make a Soulcalibur 7 with proper funding, proper timing, and a team that they know, and also understand the engine that they're working with. Because as we all know, UE4 is kind of a new system for fighting games, especially for Bamco when they used it for T7 and Soulcalibur 6. And I think it would just be so good if they're able to make an SC7. But that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I can see that, but yeah, I do feel like SC7 just a bit out of reach at the moment. But I'll tell you what isn't out of reach. Going into the game, Abby versus Greywall. So
Greywall, I've been finding in ranks fairly often at the moment. Very aggressive Taki. Doesn't really like to respect frames. GI is a lot on minus, and just generally likes to GI on block. Which I think as a Taki can be a pretty good habit, because, you know, with an I-10, a really good 3B, it's and especially when you're very aggressive with her, sometimes you can just confuse the opponent into pressing a button when they shouldn't. But of course, Abby playing arguably the best character in the game at the moment. Beautiful CE to whiff punish the Stalker. And this is going to almost be dead. Yep, goes into super critical health, and Abby's got all of the advantage right now.
And yeah, just run up Amaryllis A. Yeah, Abby playing really half the cast, can never decide on the main, but currently messing around with Amy, and it's definitely not a bad choice, because this character is absolutely ridiculous. Don't let the down players tell you otherwise. She's still strong, and the latest patch may have nerfed 4A, but it also made it easier to go into White Rose Perception, just that little bit, making it, you know, easier to get Inferno, essentially.
Yeah, she is. She can get Raid Boss mode relatively easily. Sin Devil trigger easier than she was able to before. However, there is something that I would like to say about Amy, in that she now is able to lethal hit you way easier than she used to before, especially with 2-2B. because the condition used to be something about 3 reversal edge clashes, but now it's just 3 GIs or AGIs, and it gives you access to a lethal hit on possibly one of the best launchers in the game. It's a tech crouching -8 launcher that can lead into roses, free damage, wall splats, or ring outs, which you now also get a lethal hit for. It may be once per game, so once you get it, it's gone, but it's still a really good addition to her kit.
Yeah, they've really buffed that, and yeah, that's just somehow made the damage output of this character even more absolutely insane than it was previously.
Oh, sure. No block punish from that. So it looks like Grey Wolf's, I was going to say, sitting pretty at the moment, but now you're in the 50-50 close range vortex of the Amy. Good step. He's not going to get the ring out just yet. Good T2B, and out you go.
You go. Get off of my land. Is what
protecting it for Yoshimitsu.
Yeah,
the Yoshi's Island extravaganza, as I'm sure we'll be able to see later on if Dom is able to make it through the tournament.
And now in Red Rose, so a lot more dangerous on that 1B.
Definitely. 4BB is now -12 though, like 100%, so you can block punish it. But -12 for a move like that is still pretty damn good, and throwing it out is still relatively well advised, even though it is -12. That's a good bait by Grey Wolf. Is he going to try and go for Wall Splat? Yep, 3KKK, and again, into the 3BA plus G,
into the ring out.
and you love to see the travel. Taki and her ring out game coming in strong at the moment, especially after being, I guess, rebuffed after the nerf. You hate to see it, but you also love to see it at the same time.
You love to see it when it's not you that's getting hit and huge chunk of damage on the 4BB. This character does what I like to call fair and balanced damage. Anyone who's heard me talk about Amy will always hear fair and balanced damage. But yeah, as you can see, it's just Grey Wolf's just trying to play super aggressively, but Abby's having none of it.
Okay, the stream was a bit delayed just for us there. I'm not sure it was fine for everybody else.
Yeah, that's good.
No block punish by Abby. Good 6-6K, taking advantage of the minus frames even on hit. Going for the mids. Nice 6-6B. Abby telling you to stop pressing buttons. Grey Wolf dropping combos, but a 2-2B manages to hit him out of, I guess, a sidestep move, and there you go. Abby takes it.
Take it.
Yep, 2 games to nada. Abby moving on in that winner's side, while Grey Wolf heads down into the loser's side. Just a very quick update on the bracket once again. So round 2, we'll be seeing, or probably not be seeing, but we'll just let you know, Dexus versus Dayon, Loz versus Algernon, Dom versus Tao, Mydros versus Lionide after he's taken it 2-0 over Darth Minion, Horseface versus Monkey King, as Monkey King took it 2-0 over JC Near, and Neon versus Muffin, and Brandstar versus Jackie. So yeah, everybody who you'd kind of expect to move forward has moved forward. No upsets so far that I can see. But we do have 2 Astaroths in winner's side so far, and 1 in losers, so who knows, maybe we'll get the Golem gang heading forward into the top 8 at some point.
Yeah, who knows? I personally like seeing the Golem gang going into top 8, mainly because I'm not the one who's getting tossed around by them.
Asta is an interesting character at the moment, very hotly contested after the patch. Some people are saying he's completely useless, some people are saying he's top 10, some people are saying he's top 5. Everybody already knows my stance on Asta. What do you think? How good do you think Asta is right now?
Well, the best way of saying it is he's Asta tier. It's the only way of really saying it. It all comes down to entirely the mindset of the Asta player and the player going up against Asta as well. It's just extremely difficult to really judge him, because he's got things that make you think, oh, this character is absolutely busted, but he's also got things which make you think, oh, this character is useless. It's really hard to get a middle ground.
He is a relatively anomalous character. I mean, I can't remember who said it. Maybe Enders put it best. If you're having a great day and somebody isn't like breaking all of your grabs, then you're having an S tier day. But if you're losing because somebody is breaking your grabs, then you're having an F tier day. And I can kind of understand that. But you know, more often than not, the complete onus, or well, not even the onus, but the advantage is still in your favor if they do start breaking grabs, because not only do you get a bit of chip damage, you're +6, you have frame advantage, you're able to move, whereas the other person has to kind of try and guess what the option is going to be coming into you. So, you know, Asta's still pretty viable in my opinion, but a lot of people have differing opinions. And that's what makes fighting games so great, is that we have differing opinions on tier lists. However, don't tell me Raph and Amy aren't top 2, because I'll ban you from the chat. So going into the next game, Dom versus Tao, Yoshi versus Tira. Kind of a bit disappointed that Tao's not using Talim, as we've seen her play a lot of Talim on stream very recently. But it looks like Tira is still her main, the character that she goes to more often, understands the game the best as her. Whereas Dom, been a Yoshi main forever, tried a bit of Huang, but I feel like Dom is probably still going to stick with Yoshi. An incredible character, so many tools, close range monster, ring out god. Absolutely no reason to change, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, if you've been playing a character for who knows how long, since day one, and you're in a tournament situation, you might as well go with what you know, which I think applies to both of these players. Tao as well, playing half the cast.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Abby, unfortunately, meeting me very early on in his Calibur lifespan, kind of took after me in the sense that he doesn't really know what he likes in characters. So he's played a bunch of characters over the time that he spent in Calibur. But you know, I think he's settled on a few. He plays a lot of Amy. He enjoys Mina sometimes. He plays a bit of Nightmare. So you know, he's a random select main, and we love to see that because it's always exciting, and you never know who is going to pick on any certain day. Yep.
And that is going to be the grab into the ring out.
Rainbow drop. See you later, Tira. Tao not ready for the back breaks, and Dom taking it pretty convincingly in that first game. I mean, you always expect to see a really good performance from Dom. But rainbow drops is something you wouldn't really expect to see succeed at that side of the ring, because it's relatively obvious, but you know, Dom just going for it, working out really well for him.
Let's do this.
We are going to see the character switch, so we're going from Tira to Zhanghua X. I still have no idea how this matchup goes. I don't play either of these characters, but
it is in Zhanghua's favor, probably ever so slightly now because of Yoshi buffs. But it's purely because that Yoshi isn't allowed to finish strings against X. 3v beyond block, you can AGI. A plus B, you can AGI. Or at least it's GI by everybody in the cast, and then of course it's mixed up into a lethal hit or a break attack. There's a couple of other things that X really excels at against a character like Yoshi. 4-4-B especially, even at maybe like perhaps +4, she can 4-4-B back to any offense that you could hope to pursue. But you know, Tao is even less familiar as Zhanghua than she is on Tira. At least that's what I believe. She's been playing Tira a majority or more than she's been playing X. But it is Dom, you know. Dom is a fierce competitor. Whenever he enters tournaments, he does really, really well. He understands how to mind game his opponent. So it's going to be a tough time for Tao to at least even get one round on the board.
Yeah, and we are just seeing, Dom just running the clinic at the moment. Switching up the pace from small to fast as quickly as humanly possible. And yeah, Tao is just using small pokes, but got a massive life deficit still. And there we go, just a 2A. Just a quick little poke to finish it off.
Wake up 2A. It's a great tool, just in general. You know, some are better than others, but generally, if you're scared of an offense, 2A is just such a great tool.
And again, just using the pokes into a bit of stats pressure, not a huge amount.
All good duck, but no punish. Tao not committing to the 50-50, going for the mix-up instead into the guaranteed CE. Not going to do a lot of damage because it is going to be a scaled CE. It might just put him into critical. Yeah, just about. But, you know, in critical health, Yoshi can be even scarier. Counter hits as well, especially with Brave Edges. It's scary all round, but never mind. Dom seems to be crumbling under the pressure in that last few sessions. Tao just pressing all these buttons and getting around on the board.
Yep. Trying to get, and the momentum starts moving Tao's pressure a little bit. Oh, very strange unblockable there. Maybe a missed input, maybe just Yoshi doing Yoshi things.
Yoshi doing Yoshi things is perfectly descriptive of him. What a good grab by Dom. Just doing the cartwheel, Cirque du Soleil style, and a nice I-10 counter hit to finish off the second game. Dom, very convincing win over Tao. Moving on in that winner's side. So Kusage, I always do this when I'm on commentary with people because I like to do this. Who do you think we're going to see in top 4? Right now, who do you think we're going to see?
In top 4 from what we got in the bracket? I think that we're going to have... I'm gonna throw it out. Our top 4, I reckon, is going to be Dexus, Brandstar, Mydros and Ganondorf. That's what I'm going to guess. Completely random.
Okay.
But those 4 are what I'm feeling.
What makes you have the feels for Mydros and Brandstar?
Brandstar, of course, as we mentioned, plays Astaroth and is just such a powerful Astaroth. Mm-hmm. Again, coming off of a first to 5 on Friday against Horse Race. So the D-Gen Asta mirror, I feel like that might have just given them an extra little boost in confidence and let him just play a little bit further. And Mydros came off a win of the Festive Fight Club yesterday. Was also playing Astaroth pretty much the entire time until the very end. Pulled out the Ivy, and the Ivy was looking very, very clean, taking the 3-0 over Haberduba.
Interesting. Haberdabber. Yabba Dabba Duba. Yeah, he has many names. Okay, interesting. I'm liking that we're getting more Brandstar representation here. Like, I love Brandstar. I love him when I met him when I went to NFC. Great guy. I just hate the way he plays Astaroth. It's so annoying to deal with. Especially playing against him as Maxi. It's like one of his worst matchups. But, you know, you can't be mad at him for too long. It's Brandstar. He's a wonderful human being. And I hope he does make it to top 4 because he's been growing ever since he started playing Calibur. He's honed his Astaroth gameplay to a point where you can't really fault him for the way that he plays. But I do anyway because I hate him. But yeah, you know, I can kind of see the rest of the top 4 that you're talking about. Mydros, incredibly strong competitor, playing Ivy, very unpredictable. You know, 2-2A, that lethal hit is still so strong. If you step any move in the game, you're getting lethal hit. Especially if you're trying to play against her as maybe, I don't know, Yoshi, Zhanghua, Talim. A lot of the closer range characters are going to struggle against that character. And I can see right now in the bracket, he's going up against Lionide, which is pretty good for Mydros at the moment, and we are seeing him move on into round 2 anyway. But before we get into our next game, a quick reminder, Kusage, about the fact that we have a Matcherino. If you put the exclamation mark command in the chat, it's called !donate. Head over to our Matcherino page, and you can add in the free coupon code EOS52 to add a free 50 cents to the prize pot. We're currently at $36.80. Can we overtake the last one, which I believe was just over $60, if I'm not mistaken? It was last week, and I already can't remember, but it was a great pot, considering that it was the first tournament of like 8 tournaments that we're going to be fundraising for. So head over there if you can. Please direct donate, but if you can't, we have the EOS52 coupon code to add a free 50 cents, but also we have these retweet codes. These retweet quests, and the subscribe to Rig Gaming quest on Matcherino 2 to add these free dollary dues to the prize pot.
Yep, so it's going to be an interesting match we've got now. So we're going to have Valmuth versus Neon. So Varmuffin not picking the Siegfried.
I guess he must think that Siegfried is possibly not a good matchup against Talon. But Tira is. Muffin, another player who plays a lot of characters. I guess specifically depending on the situation, he does it a lot more intelligently than I or Abby or I. In that we enjoy a character for a bit, then we pick them. And depending on who we fight against, it doesn't really matter. We just pick a character we enjoy.
Yeah, that's definitely a way to go about it, and that seems to be the way that Varmuffin's going about it. But Neon just wanted to take that round nice and quickly, so definitely not something that we. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I've just lost my train of thought. But yeah,
good. I think Neon is kind of really happy with the changes as well that came in the recent patch. Reverse Village now, Reverse Village Council, sorry, 60p, now takes 10% of your soul gauge. Personally, I don't think that's enough, but it is technically a nerf, so I think Neon's happy about that. But in return, they got Windbearer, or as we like to call it, Windy Terror. It makes a couple of moves safer. She gets a new string in it. She gets a cancel. She can regen a little bit of life when she does certain moves. And a beautiful whiff punish by Muffin there. Gonna take this game. Oh no! Never mind.
Anything jolly, not in gloomy, but there it is. Just a quick AA.
I thought that might actually kill, regardless of the fact that she was in Jolly, because it was such a low gut CE, but I was mistaken. Still manages to take it, as you say, though, with the run-up AA.
Yeah, running the mitts with the Talon stances. Going to lose Windbearer, though.
Damn, okay, well, my friend. I mean, that's such a great tool from Kira. Just staying crouched and launch people.
Just, again, the whiff punish with the 2A, another move that has just ridiculously good range.
Oh yeah, for sure. Tira's range can be quite frustrating.
Yeah, good range plus a ridiculous backstep. I can imagine this being a really, really hard match for Talon just to get in.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I mean, Vile Muffin is just pressing buttons at the perfect spots and catching Neon at the best times. Good block punish on that. Everybody's forgetting that Tiro now has an actual BBB string. And Vile Muffin about to finish this first game off.
Yep. Oh, forgets about the second hit, but yeah, just ducks under the high.
Or Rising K. Easy clap finish. Vile Muffin taking the first game. I do wonder if Neon's probably going to maybe adapt, or if he's going to stick to Talon.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
I haven't seen Neon play any other characters, so I think he'll just try to adapt with this matchup. And yep, we can hear it. Just changing the costume, and hopefully going to go to a smaller stage. And I think this is much, much better. The Cursed Moonlit Woods, way smaller than the Throne Room. A lot less space to run away.
Way smaller for both of these players, because Talon doesn't have that much space to much gap. Oh my god, my brain doesn't have that much more of a gap to close as opposed to the previous stage. But she also got a buff to her forward movement. Her 6-6 movement is like Sonic the Hedgehog on crack, which is super interesting considering the fact that I don't think anybody asked for that. But now she has it and can just chase you down in an instant.
Yeah, she's super fast on forward movement. And yet catching the back jump. And yeah, Varmuffin just playing.
Good block punish. Super solid neutral gameplay by Muffin. Neon not looking able to break this wall of terror at the moment. Good low block but no punish. Into the front grab. What's Neon's follow-up going to be? Into another one. Is he just trying to test the waters here? There we go. Trying to guess that Muffin's going to duck for a third grab, but that is not the case. Holding strong with that G button. But Neon now on the offensive, taking all of this damage off of Muffin, and the perfect time to duck. And
again, just desperate on the knockdown to get this throw, but Muffin having none of it, but dying to just the BB.
Nice 6-6A. Catching with 6BB. God, that move from Talon is so good. It does so much. It catches step. It's got a great hitbox. On counter hit, it's an NTC. Yeah, 6BB is just one of the Talon's best moves in general. And I hate getting hit by it. Neon getting caught pressing buttons! Good 2-2 into the wall splat though, there we go. Neon bringing it back. One more round when he's even up the scores. Do we think it's going to be able to take it? Possibly. Looks like Muffin maybe a little bit nervous, overextending where he shouldn't.
Yeah, and Neon really feeling himself. Got counter hit out of there of a wind cannon, and is now going to get whiff punish into a CE.
You know, maybe I was wrong. Maybe Neon's just 2-2-ing more, and Muffin wasn't ready for it. That is what you call adaptation. Oh, trying to hit the 50-50 from neutral, but Muffin's just ready for it. Okay, tries to guess the 50-50 once again. Neon tries to go for a run under back turn A plus B. And a BBB. You gotta remember, we've had this multiple buffs, in multiple patches, sorry, that the strings that used to be BB into reverse ledge have now been changed. Voldo had it changed, Tira had it changed in this recent patch, Mitsu had it changed previously, and a bunch of other characters as well. I think Ivy got one changed as well recently.
Yes, Ivy got hers changed in this patch at the same time as Tira's Jolly one got changed.
Oh, beautiful call out, and there you go. Muffin is going to take it 2-0 over Neon with a great call out CE, putting Neon down into that loser's bracket, making sure that he is safe from another talent. Very well played.
Definitely not wanting anything to do with that Wind Salt mix up and just pressing the CE, and it worked. Great knowledge there from Muffin, and well played to him. Very, very good showing there.
Very, very well played indeed. I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it. ! Donate in the chat will take you to our Matcherino page, where you can add a free 50 cents for free. Free 50 cents, Kusage. Free 50 cents. Literally, it takes 30 seconds of your time. Is 30 seconds of your time worth 50 cents? Who knows? But if it is, then put that coupon code in, EOS52, and you'll be able to reach just over $50 if we get a few more people to use that donation code. We've also got those quests from RIG and G Fuel. Make sure you head over to the Matcherino page to also complete those. But you could probably accumulate over about $2.50 if I'm doing this right. Maybe just under $2 perhaps.
Yeah,
but you can also direct donate as well if you want to. Cheeky $5. Speaking of, Kusage, do you want to read out our top donators so far, even including yourself?
Yeah. Okay. So we currently have the top donator being myself. Yeah, it's great to be on comms, and as ever, buff Set because Sets needs it. We have got $5.50 from Mydros. Plenty of others. Just check for direct contributions. We have 50 cents from Raiden LGX, TXA Paral, Zing, 10 cents from World Brandstar, 50 cents from Horseface, Jackie putting in the 10 cents, Skyjin 50 cents, Esler 50 cents, Proxy Psy 50 cents, yourself 50 cents, Dexus 50 cents. Brandstar also putting in another 60 cents there, so
he was using the Rig International quests, of course, which is always good to see. They're literally free money that Matcherino give us the opportunity to use because you lot keep on doing this. So the more that you donate and use the codes and the coupon codes and the quests, we get more opportunity for more of them to just add more money to these prize pots. So if you keep donating and supporting, we'll keep putting on tournaments, and it will just snowball into something even more incredible for the next time.
Changed my mind on who I want to see in top 4.
Have you?
Not necessarily who we're going to, but I now want to see Algernon in top 4, as Algernon has picked Setsuka.
Yeah, Setsuka, he's been playing Setsuka for a while. I found him in ranked a couple of days ago, and we had a conversation afterwards while I was playing Huang, and basically he finds Setsuka the most fun to play at the moment, and he's really good with her. Like, he understands the pace of the game, especially when he's being blocked. He knows to kind of take his time, but as soon as he gets those frames, he's going off on one.
Yeah, which is really the way that you just have to play this character. But of course, not an easy opponent you're up against. You're up against Dexus, as you can see, the blue shell monster.
everybody knows why we have Dex wearing a blue shell. Because of that pesky little mechanic known as Dark Legacy, the one that he gets for free for losing, which is yeah. Anyway, Algernon losing that first game, trying to run up to Dexus. It seems like he's trying to take his time, but it may be an idea to maybe stay in close range against Dexus, because as much as Setsuka can whiff punish from fair decent range with 66A, 66B, I feel like it might be a good idea to just stay on his ass, because not only does Setsuka have an I-12 AA and an I-14 BB, she's also got some super quick just frame stuff. On block, you're going to be able to do like an I-14 Umbrella, I-16 Twister if you can get it out in time, especially for a lethal hit. It could be in Algernon's favor to just stay in close range, which is what he seems to be doing at the moment.
Yeah, and gets hit out of something, just going a little bit too vertical. One of the biggest weaknesses of Setsuka, getting stabbed, getting launched into super, and I've only just noticed we are on the Kunpeitu Shrine. And we all know something happens on this stage, and great use of the 66A plus B. That becomes a break attack and soul charge. And yeah, there you mentioned it, with punish with the Twister.
Hell yeah. Algernon, like I said, has been practicing this so many times that it's so fun to see when he gets it on point. Nice. Okay, that is what I love to see about Algernon. Oh, but he drops the combo. That is perfect timing for the B plus K, but he's still got the life advantage with reverse ledge by Dexus, of course. The 50-50 rock, paper, scissors master.
Just using the bubble.
Oh, is that going to be in time?
No, not quite. And I-16, yeah.
Okay, just to address the chat right now, I feel like I have passed this meme on to the community that I shouldn't be the one to do it anymore. I feel very strongly, I'm only joking by the way, that the people in chat should recognize it and say it for me. And if you don't, you're just going to lose the meme. And is that something that you really want to deal with? Would you like to lose this top tier 10 out of 10 meme that I have given to the Soulcalibur community? I think the answer to that question is no. But if you do, that's not my problem.
Yeah, so, but yeah, just gonna go straight back in, go with the quick stage change, going to,
Ooh! Ooh! Okay, that was spicy. The B6 is coming in hot.
Clash from the B+K there. Oh, no! Unfortunately, the 2-2B lethal hit has got kind of short range, so against reverse ledges that move forward, it's kind of difficult to get the hit if you're a little too early with it. Yeah, just building Shroud of Sky.
There are a few of those reverse ledges that are quite frustrating to whiff punish if they've got really good forward momentum on them, especially for characters that have whiff punish reverse ledges like Yoshi and Setsuka. I don't know, I feel like the fact that you whiff a reverse ledge and sometimes you get put into like a tech crouch or you move really far forward, it's just kind of the antithesis of what the mechanic should allow you to do. Yoshi does it, even though it's quite close range, you can be frustrating to whiff punish him. Reverse ledge, one of the most hotly contested mechanics since its inception in Soulcalibur beta. Hopefully we're going to see some more changes, at least from my perspective. And I think, when they put that poll out in the community, it's kind of evident that most people don't enjoy the mechanic, or they are kind of just indifferent. So hopefully we'll see maybe some tweaks in Season 3, if not a complete overhaul of the defensive mechanic known as reverse ledge. However, personal preferences aside, Dexter seems to be steamrolling Algernon pretty heavily in this game at the moment, and a good resistance.
Yeah, and that's it. That is death super fast. Very convincing by Dexus. Yeah, quick 2-0. Using the soul charge there just to really pile on the damage in a speed that we haven't seen for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. I think Algernon, I'm personally not that aware of how this matchup goes. I really think Siegfried is an incredibly strong character. Setsuka, I don't know. I think at first everybody was kind of jumping on that bandwagon of, oh, she's really, really good. She's crazy. She's incredible. But if you stop her from pressing buttons and you stop the offense, it's relatively easy to beat her. So genuinely, I don't know how this matchup is supposed to go, who it's in favor of, but it looks like whenever Dexus plays, the matchup is always in Siegfried's favor.
Yeah,
just because he has the best timing, he has the best combos, the understanding of the game. It's really fun to watch.
The matchup isn't in Siegfried's favor; it's in Dexus's favor. Is the best way of describing it.
Yeah, exactly.
He just knows the game in and out. He's so good at what he does.
All right, moving on to our next game on stream. Before we do, though, let's take a quick look at this bracket. Algernon has beaten... Dexus lost to beat Algernon. Sorry, my brain. Mydros beat Leonide. Ganon beat Abby. Horseface beat Monkey King. Vilemuffin beat Neon, as we saw on stream. And Bradstar beat Jackie. So now our round 3 winner's side, after seeing Dexus versus Algernon, will be Dom versus Mydros, Horseface or Photon versus Ganondorf, and Vilemuffin versus Brandstar. So we have 2 Astaroths about to head into top 8 if they're able to take this round. Eagerly awaiting Ganondorf to head into this lobby to see how this is going to go. But what do you think, Kusuke? Do you think we might be seeing 2 Asters in top 8? I mean, Darth Minion is... Let's have a look at Darth Minion. He seems to be fighting Abby at the moment. If he's able to make it further in the bracket, it will be great to see 3 Astaroths make it all the way there. But do you think we'll even see more than 1 Astaroth in top 8?
I think it will depend on how well the next 2 games go. I'm genuinely unsure as to whom will be able to deal with Astaroth. Again, like I said before, it's not a character matchup, it's a player matchup. I think that we will, however, especially if we get Mydros deciding to also play Astaroth, just to throw a 4th spanner in the works there. But I would not be surprised if we see multiple Astaroths. Europe does have a lot of very strong Astaroth players in this game.
That's true. I mean, the UK probably has the strongest right now in Brandstar, and I would probably go so far as to say that Brandstar is the best Astaroth in Europe at the moment. The dude is he's crazy. No matter who he's playing against, whether it be a quick character or a slower character, he understands the pace that he needs to dictate to be an Aster. But of course, one of those grabs being +6, always in Astaroth's favor on Breakpoint's command grab. And Photon right now doing work against Ganon.
Yeah, just really... Oh, good step, and yeah, just the 2A, just to take it down. True low.
Which can be frustrating, considering that a lot of the 2As in the game are special lows. Staple of Soulcalibur is that 2A, because they're usually I-12s, will be special lows, which means you can stand or crouch block them. But, of course, they're good for movement if you're trying to stop people from moving and you think that's what they do a lot of. But, a couple of characters like Asta, Siegfried, Nightmare, true low 2As, slower than usual, I-16, I-18. But, of course, from long range, sometimes you're going to be trying to guess. And some of them can be relatively unreactable as well.
Yeah, and they're very frustrating to deal with, but we have to look at this. This is literally 2 hits from Photon, and Ganondorf's health bar is non-existent. But, of course, Ganondorf now has the pressure as well. A walking, talking, laughing 50-50.
Nice. Good 2-2-B by Ganondorf once again. Catching him, I guess just not holding guard. It didn't look like any kind of counter, but this is evening up the score. I feel like Ganon understands the pace that he needs to dictate for this specific matchup as well. Like, he has the range advantage, because not only can he make himself speedier by going into Spear and Axe, he's also got incredible tools from the same range that Astaroth can cover in relatively simpler situations. So, it's kind of up to Photon to move forward and try and hit him with these grabs to make sure that he's got those flame advantages. Good reversal edge, not able to break guard or even get anything off it. There's a good break, and once again, goes for the back grab.
And this should be death.
Kind of depends what he goes for. There it is.
Goes for the damage, gets the kill.
To reach my goal.
And this is where Astaroth truly shines, in just his raw damage output. It's ridiculous.
Well, his Oki situations, on the face of it, may not look that great, but I guess like his Oki situations are super good, especially if he's able to condition you with grabs and keep you at that +6, or rather, keep you at that -6. It's pretty frustrating to deal with. Nice, good block, and another grab gets interrupted. Trying to go for that super. Oh,
gets clipped. Probably pressing a button.
Yeah, he got counted. He probably tried to go. It looks like he maybe tried to step into a grab. So very, very quickly, just to let people know, if you're not familiar with how stepping works in this game, regardless of what you may think of the hitboxes, sometimes they can be jank. However, we have a thing. Actually, I'll wait until the game.
Yep.
And he goes into Soul Charge CE. This is going to do a hell of a lot of damage, even though it's post-guard crush.
Ganondorf absolutely loves using this CE just to send a message.
Boom! Oh god, look at that! Ugh.
I think that was off of a 0% guard crush, 0% scaling guard crush move, and gets the 2-2A or 2-2B lethal hit.
Ganondorf taking that first game. So yes, as I was saying, if you're pressing 2-8, 1-7, 2-8, 9, or 3, you are in a step state, which means that your hitbox, or your hurtbox, will be altered to match the movement. However, if you do a move that stops you moving, so say Astaroth's 2-2B, you stop being in that step state and are now vulnerable to being hit, especially by verticals that have pretty decent hitboxes or even some good tracking. So that's why sometimes you'll see verticals hitting people out of sidesteps because they'll be doing a sidestepping move. And Kusage, I'm not sure, remind me, there's something that goes on this stage. I'm not sure. Could you just refresh my memory real quick?
Something about Walt something. Oh, that's it. This is the home field advantage for Astaroth. So
that's the one. That's exactly what it is. You are correct. And he's got a good reversal opportunity here, but Ganondorf holding strong. Gets clipped by the active hitbox on that grab, and it's now all looking forgotten.
Both characters in guts, one hit away for either player.
Oh, what a beautiful duck by Ganon. Great punish.
Battle 2. Fight.
He tries to go for a bull rush. Perfect counter is the Beyblade by
Yeah.
Oh,
catches him out of the car.
Amazing. Vroom, vroom yourself. That was great. Yeah, you can see here, so that, right, everybody is able to watch this when they're not playing a game, especially the people in the tournament right now. And Brandstar is identifying in chat that Ganon is ducking a hell of a lot. And a lot of people will say, well, just duck Astaroth, right? However, he has an unreactable knockdown mid in Bull Rush, which can be safe in 60k. He's also got a low grab, which is unreactable and super hard to punish. And if you break it, you are -6. So, like, while that may be a good idea, Brandstar is now thinking to himself, how can I capitalize on a lot of this ducking?
Yeah. And he's just being so patient and gets the ring out from a mile away, but Votten is just being so super patient and being stubborn as well, still going, oh, gets the lethal hit on the Bulba.
Okay, yeah, he's getting caught hitting grabs now. Ganon just wants this to end, stop pressing these buttons. Activated that on his neutral. Nice 1A. Great
Soul
attack
attack.
interruption.
Clip on the bubble, and he wasn't careful. Oh, good duck of his own. I can duck throws as well. Oh, goes for the unblockable 3B, and that's going to cost him the game.
Why would you commit to that horse face? That's so bad, especially, like, Ganon teched immediately, and he just let that rip. There you go, 2-0. So that's one Astaroth that's not going to make it into the immediate top 8, while Ganondorf moves forward into top 8 along with Dexus and Dom. And Dom has just beaten Mydros, putting him into loser's side.
Yeah, my top 4 are not looking very healthy at the moment.
Don't worry, Kusage. Just like I did with Carp for the first EOS, I'll be making a bet with you for a food or a drink come top 4 times. So don't you worry. You may be able to redeem yourself. So just very quickly, just to let you all know, we'll be taking 10-15 minute break once we finish this last game on stream. Not only to allow us to get some water, so that you go to the loo, get some snacks so that you can enjoy top 8. But also it looks like losers bracket may be lagging behind just a tad, so we want them to catch up. So we give you the smoothest tournament experience as possible.
Yeah, that is a good sign. And now we're going to have another Astaroth. Brands are able to identify when someone's ducking a lot outside of the game, but what about inside of the game? Vile Muffin going to be incredibly difficult to beat. Very strong player, but again, as is Brandstar, they're just both really good. There's not really much better way of describing it. Although, if I did have to use one word, which I've learned about Brandstar, is that he is completely unconditionable.
Yes, for sure, and I hate that. Because I'm a player that likes to condition people, especially as a maxi. That's my whole shtick. I got to condition you to press buttons at certain times. At Brandstar, it's like, and I absolutely don't mean this as an insult, but it's going to sound like one. It sounds like he has nothing going on in his brain. Because he is completely, as you say, unconditionable. There's no real logic to the way that he plays. He adapts to situations incredibly quickly. I kind of feel like he plays very similarly to Milo's because he kind of adapts on the fly. But you can never pin him down. And that's why I say it looks like there's probably either nothing going on up there or everything, which is why he's so unpredictable. And that's why, as much as I dislike fighting against Astaroth, I enjoy fighting against Brand because not only tests my ability as a player, but it can sometimes get incredibly hilarious.
Yep, and there is the 1K, the classic lag low from Tierra. Yep, just running the Gloomy mix-up, super strong.
This is what Vile Muffin was doing against Neon as well, just pressing buttons at the perfect times. Seems like, oh no, we're punish on that. It may be that Vile Muffin thinks that Tira has good matchups against these characters, or it could just be that he feels comfortable playing.
Oh no, get out my friend.
Oh, Bull Rush is such a strong tool. Good duck.
Yeah. Gets a low grab. Guesses wrong, and now got killed the Oki.
Oh, Balba, lethal hit.
Yeah.
I'm not actually familiar with what that lethal hit condition is. What is it?
I'm not entirely sure myself.
Let us know, chat. What is it? I get hit by it a lot, and I'm like, well, what did I do? What happened? Oh, and the active frames of the low grab just catches Vile Muffin.
Ring out on previous round. There we go.
Ring out on. Thank you very much, Tam. Going to get the Bull Rush, but again, goes for the 60k safe Bull Rush and gets caught in the air by Jolly 6B. Amazing.
So yeah, that's going to be a whiff punish on the 3B there.
Boom. Nicely done by Muffin. Only 3 mood switches though, so not RNG favoured for Muffin at the moment, but a good duck into a punish. Not going for any kind of Oki, just a lag. Oh my god, Astaroth hitboxes, but a beautiful 3B to even up the score in the first game.
Yeah, final round, first game. Both looking extremely even at the moment. Oh, clips him with the 6-6B.
Yeah, as we were seeing in the beginning, it was looking all Brandstar, but Muffin seems to be able to bring it back. Will he be able to take the first game though? And there's another one. Using some of the best tools of each of these characters. Oh, that is the unreactable CE. Don't be stepping. There is a certain range at which you can step it. It looked like because he was holding step, it just tracked a bit too much rather than pressing. But yeah, completely unreactable CE grab, so you can't block it. Such a great move. Nice with punish. Not going to be a kill just about yet, though.
No, definitely not. And went for the critical edge again, but was just counter hit out of it.
2-8, great move for Tira. And
Really, really strong.
The hopes of the winner's side Astaroths is in his hand.
Welcome to
Will
the
he
stage
be
of
able to
history.
take it forward, or will he be put into that loser side with the rest of them?
Yeah, we're about to find out. If he's put into the loser side with the rest of them, it could be a very interesting top 8 with all the Asters everywhere and Random Select doing its thing. And we're going straight back to the exact same stage. Not even the alternate variant, the exact same version.
We have an alternate variant of this stage?
We do, yes.
What is the alternate variant?
It's the evening one. There is an evening version of this stage.
Come play with me.
God, this is how much attention I pay to this stage and its variants. It's so boring to me. Oh, good duck. He literally just sat there for like 3 seconds waiting to whiff punish. And there's a 1k. The online low's coming in thick and fast. We're watching Ails right now. Good whiff punish, but looking pretty bad for Brand at the moment. And there's Jolly 6B.
Fantastic move from Tierra, Jolly 6B. Nightmare to deal with. Good block on the 1B, but...
Stage. 2-2B, such a great move. And another duck. Your Brand start identifying Ganondorf ducking a lot, but not identifying that Vilemuffin is trying to duck in neutral just to avoid these grabs. No RNG there for the ring up, but it doesn't matter because he's going to get a front grab and he get run out anyway. Damn. Muffin on point at the moment, and at zero mood changes through the entire 2 rounds that we've seen so far. Absolutely dominating in Jolly.
That's absolutely impressive to have 0 mood changes. Yeah. 3k into crouch grab.
That's the
Doesn't get through
move
this time.
that people really dislike. Yep, stopping him trying to press those ducks. 3B. B plus K is going to catch him rolling? I'm not entirely sure what hit him there.
Yeah, got clipped out of the soul attack, soul charge. Needs to spend the metering. Oh, gets hit twice.
Tries to go for 6B armor, but there's that double hit to knock out of armor. And those Tekken hitboxes on Tira's headbutt, doing a lot of work on grounded opponents. Unfortunately, we have no Asters in winner's side top 8. Your prediction seems to have fallen slightly short, Kusage, but not to worry at all, because we still have our top 8 to come. But before we head off to our break, while we let our loser side catch up, so we give you as much action as quickly as possible, don't forget we have 2 commands in chat, !bracket, to of course see the bracket. We have !Matcherino. No, we don't. It's !donate in the chat to head over to our Matcherino page. And you can enter the coupon code EOS52 to add a free 50 cents to the prize pot, as well as some of these easy quests that you can complete, like G Fuel and RIG follow and sub quests.
So yeah, as you can see on the stream here, we have got the bracket just on view for you lot. And it looks like loser round 4 is mostly decided. So fighting for top 8, we're going to have Madros versus Jackie. Algernon still yet to fight whomever is the winner of Monkey King versus Darth Minion. World Brandstar is going to be going up against Taokaka Meow, and then a Horseface is going to be playing someone that he knows all too well in Los Kias. These two have played far too many times to count.
Definitely. I mean, in every lobby that you see on any stream, they're probably going to be there fighting each other to the death and memeing on each other. But, as I say, we have to wait for them to catch up. We're also going to go get some drinks. You should also go get some snacks, go to the loo, and get yourself ready for top 8 as we come back in 15 minutes' time. Hello everybody and welcome back to Soulcalibur UK's tournament of the European Online Series Season 5, Tournament number 2, hashtag EOS on Twitter if you want to tweet about it to make sure we get more of that traction. My name is Danarai, joined by Kusage, and just a very quick reminder, we are in a very tough time right now, so make sure if you do have to go outside to go get any of your Christmas shopping, make sure you wear a mask, make sure you social distance, and make sure you wash your hands. But Kusage, back to the tournament. What do you think we're going to be seeing today in our top 8? Who's going to make it to top 6, top 4? Who do you think may even be our champion?
Well, we already know 4. We already know at least 4 of top 6. After all, we do have the 4 people in the winner's side there. Dexus, Dom. That's going to be great. I think the only thing that I can absolutely guarantee at this point is that we're going to see some really good matches. So we have really got some of the UK, not even the UK, some of Europe's best players just on display here, ready to go out there and just kick some ass, basically.
Oh yes, kicking ass is what we love to see. As you can see on the bracket right now, our top 8 confirmed is Dexus Dom, Ganondorf Vilemuffin, Mydros Monkey King, and Tau Horseface. So we do have at least one Astaroth in top 8 so far. And I can't wait to see how this is going to go.
Yeah, we're going to have one Astaroth in top 8. Maybe 2. I personally kind of hope not to, because I really like watching Mydros' Ivy, even if I don't like playing the character. I really do enjoy watching Mydros' Ivy. But we've got really good character variety in this top 8. I think everyone is playing someone different.
Yeah, we do, and I think that's a testament to how diverse our cast is. Because we've got Siegfried, Yoshi, as well, I guess Tira at the moment.
Yeah.
Ivy, Killick, possibly Tira and X, and an Astaroth. Pretty good spread of characters across the board. Regardless of personal opinion about the strength, it's always good to see a diverse cast, especially in a top 8 of a tournament. I am just so excited to see what's going to happen as we get into our first game of Dom versus Dexus.
This is going to be great. I expect to see a lot of degeneracy, and if I don't, I'm going to be very upset. We're going to have a character who can rob you blind in broad daylight in Siegfried, and a character that I don't think even like the most knowledgeable players of this character know what's going on half the time in Yoshimitsu.
Yeah, he's a character that can really go above and beyond the realm of craziness, especially in Soul Charge. Because Super Dragonfly, he's got the unblockable, he's got the low, he's got Dragonfly AB, which is now unsteppable since a few patches ago. The Brave Edge mechanic is probably one of my favorite mechanics to use and even see when I see a Yoshi play. You know, I do kind of wish we had Brave Edges for a few more characters. Perhaps even the whole cast had Brave Edges in addition to Soul Charge. I think it may add a little bit more of depth to the game itself. Because, you know, in Soulcalibur 5 they had Brave Edges, but that was really only to compensate for the fact that move lists were relatively small in terms of the effective moves that you could use. Whereas in, you know, 6, Yoshi has a bunch of moves that even without Brave Edge are super good to use. It's just when you want to hit confirm or when you want to make yourself safer, get that A+B. And get those extensions, and you know, I would really love to maybe see them come back for more characters.
Yeah, well, we of course have a potential season 3 on our hands, so maybe that's one of the changes. But right now, Dexter's just running the clinic. Very, very clean first game, but Yoshi doing his thing, going into stance pressure, and Dexter's pulling Soul Charge back. Get off me! Got Soul Charge and Dark Legacy stat, got all the combat mechanics. There we go.
There it is. But he has spent the Dark Legacy, so no lethal hit on the 50-50 low. Not committing to the BB. Good, nicely done.
But just a little bit too early on it.
Battle 3, fight.
Yeah, just a couple of frames too early, wasn't managing to catch Dom on the come up, but managing to get that grab now, and Dom sitting at half health in less than 10 seconds into the third round, sorry.
Yep.
Create for such a good move. Oh, that is now a true mix-up. He used to be able to go pretty slowly out of Flee into a neutral trooper roll, but now it's just as quick as Flee A, so you can mix it up, try and get people to reverse the ledge to stop it. But Dex is not having any of it, just holding strong with that G button.
Yeah, just out of range of the burst, so just runs up and grabs. Very, very good patience there from Dexus, and just going to run the 50-50.
Yeah, A plus B, not going to hit anything, but there's the unblockable. You love to see it. Fair bit of damage.
Yeah. Of course, this is one of the few matchups that Siegfried, while rising A into Chief Hold K, can actually be interrupted, as it is only I-10 characters, and Yoshi, of course, has one of those.
Very true, but can we appreciate the fact that Dom just interrupted a move while Dex has had Dark Legacy and had no opportunity to use the mechanic because Dom just reacted on point.
Yeah, just such clean play from both players so far. Oh, good step on the reverse ledge. And that is kind of the Dexus classic as well, alongside Dark Legacy, is using that reverse ledge.
Oh yeah, I mean, reversal edge RPS is what Dexus does best. I'm convinced in his spare time, all he does is practice rock, paper, scissors.
Stage of history.
He finds random people on the street and just says, "I challenge you, sir," or "I challenge you, madam." Just tries to read his opponents to get the most out of that 30-30-30 opportunity.
Yeah, all the threes out there for the 33, 3-3-3, etc. Yeah, or maybe he's just not even doing that. Of course, going out on the street and getting close to people is not a great idea at the moment. So maybe he's just been studying the books, just looking through all of the psychology books. How to win at rock paper scissors. They exist. They're very expensive books.
I mean, I don't doubt it. You know, you got to get into your opponent's head. You got to figure out their timings and their understanding of how you feel, how they feel. It's a very complex game. However, if you just throw out a random thing, Dexus is probably going to beat you anyway. It just seems to be like, you know, when you're creating a character in an MMO and they've got innate traits, Dexus wins at RPS 90% of the time by default.
I'd also like to shout out at the fact that both players were swinging for the hills at the start of that round, and it took 9 seconds for either of them to actually land a hit. There was just whiffs for days. Oh, and double lethal hit with the low.
The Dark Legacy 50-50 coming in strong, showing why they do so much work.
Comeback mechanic got 3 lethal hits from Dark Legacy and completely stripped Yoshi of all of his armor.
I mean, that's what we love to see, right? Naked aliens from a different planet. Oh, okay. Can we just appreciate how sick this song is? It's a song being staged from, I believe, Soul Blade? It's so good.
I think this is actually Soulcalibur. It doesn't sound blocky enough to be Soul Blade, but yeah, and Dexus just running the mix.
I mean, yeah, that's what Siegfried does best, right? And Dexus does it almost better than anybody else on Siegfried. He understands his character. I mean, while rising A is a really good move that not a lot of people seem to use a lot. So Dexus, he understands that because it's a good horizontal mid, and a lot of people will probably like to step in because of while rising B, it's a really good move to just throw out there once in a while.
Just constantly just throwing the full crouch 3Ks there from Dom, but one hit from Death, and there it is. Just
you can't backstep that. 5B is an incredibly long-range neutral tool, and is an NCC with BB.
Yeah.
GG's to Dexus moving forward. GG's in the chat from Dex. No GG from Dom.
Getting out there nice and quickly. Just wanted to sit there and deal with everything normally, but yeah, just quick bonk on the head. Got to feel like Dom maybe a little bit angry from that one. After all, the beginning of the game too, just super fast, got hit with all of the Dark Legacy shenanigans, and we're actually going to be going into our next game very quickly.
Oh, yes. Giving you the tournament games as quickly as possible. But before we do get into it, we've just reached $40.30 on the Matcherino page. Thank you very much, but that's not the end. We still have time left, and I'm sure we still have some codes left. So if you type in !donate in the chat, it will take you to our Matcherino page where you can donate 50 cents for free using the coupon code EOS52, along with some of these quests to retweet and follow people using the Rig and G Fuel quests. And I think in total you can probably donate just around about $2 for free for clicking a few buttons. So why not go ahead and do that?
Yeah, why not go ahead and do it? It's nice and easy. Just press buttons. It's nice and easy. We're getting the buff tiers. I'm conflicted on this. Buff lucking, yeah, but buff luck. In reality, the only character that truly needs buffs is Seska.
I mean, Terra absolutely doesn't need to be changed at all. I think Aeos is a good kind of baseline for how good Terra is at the moment. And, you know, he agrees that Gloomy and Coda are actually pretty insane. Like, they are great stances to be in. So, you know, you have 6B in Jolly. But then as soon as you're able to get into Gloomy, try your hardest to stay in there and just keep hammering those moves because it's such a great situation for Tiro.
Yeah, and of course, rocking the idol in disguise, and that is the only way we're going to refer to it with that Tiro custom. But just know that I really do appreciate it, Barmuffin. But we're going to get Tiro as well, so two characters who are kind of crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean, Aswok, two of the same moves, like 2 seconds apart. One of them not working at all, the other one working way too well. Ganondorf looking pretty strong at the moment. I don't know, there's not much that Biomuffin can really do except just try not to press too many buttons at the wrong times, because, you know, he's working at the correct kind of spacing. It's just that Ganondorf has got way better timing at the moment.
Yeah, but Ganondorf really proving Albert Einstein wrong. Insanity is not doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, because he got those different results.
But that is exactly what Insanity is. Playing Soulcalibur over and over again and expecting different results, when in the end, you're playing Soulcalibur. And that's exactly what we want to do and why we're so insane, because we love this game way too much.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic step on the 6K into the lethal hit. Ganondorf just always so on point with that 2-2B.
It is literally like one of the craziest moves that Aswell has in his kit. I believe it's like +4 on block as well.
Yeah, it's super safe on block.
Well, it's not just safe, yeah, it is plus on block. So, I mean, if he just hammers that over and over again at the right times, there's very little opportunity for you to actually press a button. Of course, you can step it. It is a very linear vertical, but you know, sometimes you can get caught on counter hit. Even normal hit, you get a combo.
Yes, on normal hit you get a small combo, but Varmuffin, he's not out of it yet. Just getting the throw to get the kill.
Good Varmuffin, slowing it down just a tad, understanding that Ganon's got really good timing and has been counter hitting him to the hills and back in the first 2 rounds.
Really slowing down the pace, not pressing anywhere near as many buttons.
That's kind of what you need to do, right? Against a character who can force an I-10 on you by just pressing buttons, who can force moves that are 2 frames quicker than they usually would be by just going into a weapon. You have to be very, very careful about the placement of things. I think it's AGIs, great lows in a certain stance, great range, great damage. It sometimes looks completely impossible to get through an Aswell's offense, and even defense for that matter.
Yeah, it's just, especially when in the hands of someone who is just as good and on point as Ganondorf is.
Stage of history retold.
But yeah, Varmuffin just gonna take a little bit time on character select screen by the looks of it, not wanting to jump right back in. Perhaps we'll see a character switch.
Thank you very much to Horseface for the $8.34 direct contribution. The comment, Asta goes brrrr. Absolutely correct. Asta does indeed go brrrr. But Horseface himself goes brrrr, as we're almost at $50. One more person and we're going to be able to... No, two more people using the coupon code and we'll be able to reach just over $50. Help us get there during this top 8 and maybe we can go even further.
Yeah, maybe. It's still just great to see people supporting the scene as much as they are.
Nice, 3B lethal hit. All the Oki in the world. Good backstep into 6B. Perfect spacing by Ganon. Perfect timing. Round 1 to him.
Again, just going for that.
Missing.
2A just whiffing, going for the 2-2B lethal hit. And just running the car. Everything is just... I believe it's a bowling play that
not
said it.
stopping pressing buttons in that situation, just crazy. And there's the Axlo.
There's the Axlo. Into death? Yeah, there it is. Ebonic Plague said it himself, as well as a walking, talking 50-50.
Oh, 100%. I don't think many people disagree with that. Maybe not even Aswell players, but there are ways around it. If you're able to keep track of the weapons that he's in, you can, to some degree, try and switch up the way that you're playing the game. You know, if he's in Axe, you can try and hit your quicker moves and try and play a lot of small caliber. If he's in if he's in Sword, he's got really quick access to I-10s, I-12s, I-14s.
But he doesn't have any of those.
I mean, sure, but like he has really good opportunities for combos and counter hits in them, so it's not like not having access to those in one stance is that detrimental to him.
No, it's just entirely about the pressure to get caught.
That's gonna be a
went
tech
for the
trap.
Savior's power, but no, doesn't fall for it. Unfortunately, just out of range, couldn't punish it.
Doesn't actually get the kill, doesn't go for an NC, but very nice I-10 AA to finish off the third round in game 2, and Ganondorf takes it very, very convincingly over Valmuffin. Going for the Soul Charge CE, what an absolute mad lad.
Loves doing it. It's absolutely, Ganondorf is 100% the single biggest lover of the Soul Charge CE. If he can have an opportunity to go for it, he will go for it. And I mean, the reward if you get it is absolutely, well, it's insane.
Well, yeah, if it's not from a guard crush, it will do even more damage. It has been nerfed since it was introduced. I think just the damage has been nerfed, but it can still kill from like way over critical health. It's yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yes,
I think its current damage is at about 140 raw, so it's well over half health. It makes Kilixi look weak. It makes Amy's fair and balanced damage look weak. It makes everything just. It makes it even's on par with Asta's. Asta's just ridiculous damage.
Asta, the man that can kill you in 3 hits. It's always entertaining when 2-2B from Astaroth hits you so many times as a lethal hit, and you just disappear. You disintegrate. It's literally like Thanos snapped his fingers and you're just gone.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely right. But it looks like we're going to be going straight into winners finals.
Who's going to be in our winners finals, Subjugulix? So it's going to be...
We have Ganondorf Dexus.
Ganon versus Dex. Aswell versus Siegfried. I'm kind of intrigued as to how this matchup goes.
Yeah, this isn't a matchup that you see particularly often. As strong as Siegfried is as a character, and as strong as Aswell is as a character, you don't really see that many of them.
No, that's true. You don't see a lot of them. But I think that's what makes it all the more exciting when you see Ganondorf on Aswell.
Oh, it absolutely is. Ganondorf on Aswell is an absolute delight to see. And when you see just these characters that aren't getting much representation, oh, jumps over the base hold low.
Okay, it's looking pretty Dexus right now. Good job by Ganondorf.
Yeah, but Ganondorf has something to say about that. No, why are you trying to hit me? I'm going to toss you. Go blocks the low, and yeah, catches the GI. And you were saying it was looking all Dexus, and then Ganondorf decided, I want to win now, and so he did.
Oh, okay, just a bit too delayed on that full crouch 3B.
Three A4 just doing work again.
And there we go. There's that normal hit combo. Dexus popping Soul Charge. He normally likes to pop Soul Charge when he's in Dark Legacy because it's just that extra little bit of aggression. But he's popping it early here. Definitely wants to try and finish it off as quickly as possible. Good step punish.
Lethal hit for his troubles. All those Soul Charge only combos, and yeah, just does the 9B and gets the hit.
By as well. Oh, and another step punish. Are we going to be seeing Ganondorf possibly take Dexus out of top 8?
Yep, but Dexus in a very bad position, just outside of Guts. Doesn't have Dark Legacy yet, but is in Soul Charge. And also that red guard gauge. It's now finally down to yellow. Has to deal with Aswell Soul Charge. Absolutely disgusting, and unfortunately unable to deal with it. And yep, very convincing game 1 from Ganondorf. He doesn't want to waste time. He wants this over and done with. He wants to go home, get his money, and have a cup of tea or something.
Possibly try and win more of these tournaments to buy himself perhaps a new RTX card for his PC.
Maybe. We'll never know. Either way, Ganon is up 1 game against Dexus, and we're going to the Astral Chaos, so a very small stage. War splats and bring outs, whatever you want, you can get it on this stage. It gets the double 6AA combo. This
is a complete train that Dexus is running right now. Good 2-2K into the Wild Rising A. Damn, Dexus answering back for that first game and just saying, I'm here to play. Hope you're ready for it, Ganon.
Got those trust frames on deck with the 2TB. Yeah, back. Expecting the wall splat from Ganon, and then there's Weapon Arts. All in one move. This could be it. In fact, it is it. Theft of the highest degree, all from one time because you were not careful, Dexus.
I mean, that's what playing Soulcalibur is like, right? Especially on a stage with a ring out capability. You have to be aware of your positioning, especially against characters that have pretty decent ring out options from certain positions. And Dexus was just probably a little bit overzealous there. Oh, great call out on the base hold. Ganon getting a spicy lethal hit, but Dexus hitting Soul Charge while in Divine Legacy? In Dark Legacy. No step.
Yeah. Oh, catches.
Caught by the B6.
Yeah, the catches with the B6. Not sure what Ganon was pressing there. And again, Beyblade. Yeah, base hold A is just doing so much work for Dexus at the moment. And the classic
AJ into 50-50s, got B4 and a long range 1A. Ganon not reacting, meaning Dexus is bringing it back. As of course we kind of expected to see him do. He doesn't go down without a fight at all.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Yeah, Ganon is not going to die without kicking and screaming. And we're back to the stage that we started on, the Shrine of Year. We've been seeing this one a lot today.
1 second. Sorry.
So yeah, we're going to be just carrying on, no character switches as expected. But yeah, just immediately going into base hold with the base hold A. It's been working for him, why not continue it? But good whiff punish.
Oh, getting clipped by the hefty horizontal high. Ganon now in a really bad position. Good GI by Dexus. Interesting neutral jump by Ganon. Probably thinking he was going to get himself in a better position.
Yeah. Yeah, using that, trying to catch with a tech trap and getting GI'd by the bubble.
Battle 2. Fight.
Okay, there we go. Dexus never gets him wrong. Neutral 1A. Oh, Ganon actually going for like 2A plus B. Interesting decision. Thinks that Dexus is probably too scared to press a button. Good 4A plus G though, putting him in a great position here.
Sorry, but your path ends here.
Oh, good Soul Charge interruption. Doesn't want to deal with that. There's a Beyblade.
Oh, fantastic whiff punish, and that's dead.
Absolutely beautiful.
It didn't drop the combo, but fortunately, just getting right on the mix-up. And yet, 9G into weapon arts.
Oh, that could have been a perfect opportunity for another 2-2B, but Ganon just getting a slightly better, slightly okay with punish.
Yeah.
Block on the low. And there's weapon arts. Ganon on course to put Dexus out of his sights for the foreseeable future.
Not yet, though. You got to remember, it is a first to 3, so even if Ganondorf gets this third game, he's not out of the woods yet. But
No, but he gets the parry. Roulette parry is fine, by the way. That was a great call out by
And
Dexus, to be fair. Oh,
Yeah.
2-2-A gets tech. Okay, that was actually a great sequence by Dexus. As much as I dislike that parry, Dexus's reads were on point there.
Yeah. And yeah, great recovery there from Dexus, missing the AGA, which would have gotten him a ring out, I think. The just frame, but yeah, and just as well running the mix.
Ganon have to be careful here, even though he has Soul Charge. This is Dexus. We've seen him come back from worse situations. He does have Dark Legacy. Ganon trying to stay away from that edge, making sure that he doesn't get Flapjack.
Yeah.
Nice 9B. Spends the Dark Legacy. It's now all in Ganon's favor. Life lead, bar lead, probably guard gauge lead.
Yeah, the amount of access he's just
Chip
tossing.
damage. Good GI.
Oh, good GI. Oh, yeah. Ducks the second hit.
No break on the Flapjack. Dexus is looking pretty spicy.
And yeah.
Nice. Ganon reacting just before he can get off the 50-50. Oh, very, very close.
Yeah, like I said, he's not out the woods yet.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Ganon
Chat,
still
let us
has
know.
another game.
Do you think Dexus is going to be able to bring this back to put himself into our grand finals position? Or will Ganon be able to stave off Dexus for just a tad longer? Let us know in the chat.
I personally hope that he does stay off a little bit longer, because I just want to see more of these two play. This is great.
It is a great set so far, I will admit.
And yet there is the Reverse Legend, the classic.
Nice, good punish. Ganondorf hitting him again. The unreactable low. Oh, nice 3A by Dexus, working that advantage. Pushing him against the edge.
The block on the Flapjack and just a small punish, but huge wall combo.
Doesn't get the relaunch on the 3B though. I can't tell what's happened. Oh, there we go.
There we
Dark
go.
Legacy.
Yeah. Dark Legacy bubble. When in doubt, bubble.
Exactly. Polarizing B. Great move.
VA, boom.
Gandalf was probably expecting a mid there, that's why he went for the AGI, but just getting caught. And of course, Dexus doesn't lose these.
Good block on the low there.
Dexus looking for just a cheeky 5 beats to finish off this round. Put himself 2 rounds ahead. Oh, beautiful.
Again, everything. Just Ganondorf's blocking is on point.
Oh, and he gets caught.
Clipped by the bubble.
God, it's so big. It's such a big double.
Yep, now Dexus is mad and gets 2-2
Okay, Ganondorf.
Get out of my ring. Doesn't care that he got
travel.
2
My lord, that was insane. There we go. In the soul charge.
Trade. Yep. Recognised the clock was on an even number. As well as soul attack being very strange in the fact that it changes depending on the clock.
That is super weird, yeah.
But huge chunk of damage from Dexus.
I mean, even though he's not going to get the Axlo attack grab, it's still really good to use. Okay,
there we
interesting.
go.
Goes for the Beyblade. Is he going to get wrung out? No, not yet.
Quite.
Good block on the 1-8.
Good block on the 1-8. But yeah, as there we saw the other soul attack that Aswell has when the numbers are off.
Here we go. Ganon evening up that scoreboard after it was looking all Dexus in this game. He is 1 round away from making sure he's sitting pretty in that GF position.
On the winner's side as well. Just both these players guarantee top 3.
Oh, he's out!
No! He's
3A
out.
wall splat combos. See ya later, Ganon. Dexus now making sure that he's still in contention. 1 more game. Let's go.
Game
Welcome to the
5
stage
of
of history
5. This is
retold.
going the distance.
Time to save the human race.
And this is now absolutely in anybody's ball game. And we're going to Master Swordsman's Cove, so a relatively small stage. I think this probably benefits Siegfried a little bit more, though.
Probably. I mean, Ganon has room to maneuver right now. While Siegfried does have a really big weapon, Ganon has weapons to match it. Ring out capability, I'm not sure that Dexus has the advantage here. I mean, we saw Ganon carry Dexus from almost like middle of the screen in Kaer Morhen. Even though it is a relatively small stage, the carry is pretty decent.
And the 3B lethal hit. Any 3B that lethal hits on people ducking is super cheap.
Yes, I agree. Even Mitsu's. Mitsu's.
Mitsu's is the reason I discovered that those were super cheap. and then I found out Aswell had one. That made me sad.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, it's always hilarious to watch somebody try and guess a neutral mix 50-50 like 3B Axlo. But when you're on the receiving end of it, it's never fun.
No, absolutely not. Yep, just walking away, going into swords. Yeah, blocks the
Oh, good step. Good whip on it.
Oh no, but the second hit can land!
Nicely
Just a bit
done.
too far away!
And he has an I-10 sword, which means he can beat while rising beyond block.
It's
Nice.
the lethal hit weapon art. Goes into Almighty from the burst.
Interesting. Dex is trying to whip punish with a GI. Wonderful.
Yeah, trying the GI. Oh, gets the lethal hit Dark Legacy.
Oh,
Shouldn't damage.
Dexus. Ooh, okay, that was very, very spicy. And this is all
It's the
Ganon.
bubble.
Yeah, this is all looking Ganon right now. All he's got to do is hold on. This isn't going to kill, but it's going to do a lot of damage.
Not quite.
And there's a
And the
3k.
3k.
Ganon, like most of us in that specific situation, would just be so scared of pressing a button because people just tend to go raggo when they're on their last bit of health.
Again, going for a lethal hit on a move that I don't think I've seen very often.
KK, Dexus never loses these.
Good block.
Oh, no block punish. Oh, you can't block punish for the A4, but good attempt by Ganon just to try and take his turn back. Once again, Ganon seeming to have the advantage here, but Dexus, as we know, always comes back from behind. One of those people that just understands the game on a different level. Good soul charge. Dexus holding on to Dark Legacy. There we go. Soul charge on soul charge. Super anime time. Oh, the 1A! Catching backstep. Beautiful call out by Ganon. Very well done. And Ganon managing to sit pretty in that grand finals position.
On winner's side as well, just in the best seat in the house at the moment. Yeah, well done to Ganon. Finally slaying the beast that is Dexus. That is not any easy feat. Dexus, of course, ridiculously good at this game. Like, terrifyingly good. But yeah, well done. And we're now going to be going into the loser side of top 8. So,
yeah, we are indeed. So who have we got, Kusage? Let us know who's going to be vying for that second place position to fight Ganondorf in grand finals.
So yeah, we've currently got down here. We've got Monkey King and Mydros, and that's who we're going to be starting off with, I'd imagine. So Killick versus either Ivy or Astaroth. So that's going to be an interesting one. And then of course we have Taukaka Meow versus Horseface Bottom. Again, as I said before, Horseface taking it over Loz. They've played 1,000,001 times. Taukaka and Horseface have played 1,000,002 times, I think.
It's true. Like I said before, anytime there's a lobby, casual lobby going on stream, there's usually Horseface and Loz in that lobby. Interesting matchup though. I personally believe that Talim can probably demolish Astaroth, especially considering with the buff to her forward movement.
Welcome to the
There's
stage of history.
little reason for Talim to ever try and press the 4 button, because she can just pressure Astaroth constantly. Got those double hits to stop armor. Incredible mix-up potential that somebody like Astaroth isn't really that accustomed to dealing with. But they fight each other often. It's usually pretty even between the two, so I'm excited to see what they do to each other. But before we get into that, we have Mydros versus Monkey King, Killick versus Ivy.
Yeah, so again, Killick, another character that we don't see a huge amount. So I don't really know how this matchup goes. This is a character that I don't like. Oh, gets the taunt bait.
Okay, Wall Rising A. Monkey King kind of looking a little bit shaky at the moment. Not disheartened, goes for a 6B.
Yeah, just...
There it is, there's 4A. Great move for Killick. Has had its damage nerfed on lethal here because it is such a great move. Unreactable low, horizontal low. Will catch you stepping.
Yeah.
And he's just generally quite frustrating to deal with.
Okay, goes for the back throw there. Of course, any Ivy going into Circus of Race, and there we go. You expect the Calamity Symphony.
It's it's definitely a tough time when you're close range against Ivy, right? Because a lot of Ivies practice in the way of buffering on block, on hit, on movement. But sometimes, even if you're a couple of frames off perhaps a perfect punish, you're going to get CS'd.
Yeah.
And it's tough to deal with.
Yeah, CS is just... Yeah, getting the just frames.
Interesting clash. Monkey King managing to get the advantage though on a War Rising B. Oh, 2-2 A bait into A plus G. Very nicely done by Monkey King. Evening up that scoreboard, one apiece. Although Mydros almost at 2 bars already. Can be pretty scary when Ivy goes into Soul Charge.
Oh, doesn't quite get the punish on the wiggle stick.
I guess interesting decision to go for an RI, half a bar potential guess on a break attack, but maybe Monkey King thought that his guard stamina was working a bit low, but get caught standing up in the almost might as well be unbreakable. Grabbing,
You're so sick. Get off of your stick.
he thought he was fighting Dexus. I mean, in the last EOS, he managed to pretty much demolish Dexus's offense by hitting like OTG A plus B 4, 5, 6 times. And Mydros is having none of it. It just snipes him right out of the air.
Get out of my sight. I don't want to deal with this. Ooh, okay. Retracking reversal edge.
They've got punish on the 3B. Monkey King just going crazy right now.
Both of these players not using their meter one bit.
Not yet, at least. Now it's 2 rounds apiece. However, this is something that Mydros is kind of famous for. He did this last EOS as well. He doesn't use a lot of meter very often, which is a shame. Because, you know, if you're able to hard read with a CE against a vertical, that's a guaranteed vertical CE. A guaranteed CE, sorry.
Yeah.
1B.
Oh, gets the counter hit and gets the unblockable setup. You have to tech there, otherwise you're eating that.
You have to tech immediately as well. It's like Astaros Dead Trap. You have to just mash it at the perfect time. Just make sure you get out of there. Otherwise, that unblockable is 100% going to hit.
And that's just not what you want, because getting hit by an unblockable like that is just horrible.
Definitely is not what you want, no.
No. But yeah, Mydros taking game 1 there. Just seems to take a little bit of time. Waiting, maybe wanting to still have one player side. So letting the clock run. Yeah, I think that might have been what it was. If you really wanted one player side, just set it as your preference.
Yeah, true.
Punishment time.
Okay, yeah, of course, 2 character loyalists here, Monkey King. I mean, if Monkey King ever played any other character, his name wouldn't make sense, right? So he has to stick with Killick. And he's sticking with Killick forevermore. Because, I guess, just who he enjoys playing as. Mydros, though, as excuse me, my brain is dying at the moment. As I'm sure everybody knows, has been playing Ivy forever. It's been his character forever. And it's really interesting to see because he doesn't play like Kart, he doesn't play like a lot of the other Ivies out there. So when you see him not use his meter and still able to take games, it's really interesting to see that he doesn't really like to rely on it.
Yeah, it's just, I think that's just the case that he's just been playing this character for so long, he feels like he doesn't need it. He just knows what tools to use in every situation. Yeah, breaks the 1A, and no, went for the reverse rig out. I guess rug out himself.
2A plus B is one of those moves that, like, the same as Mitsu 1A, Huang 1A, a lot of those again.
And he gets
a lot of
caught by
those
that.
really slow 1As is that the redeeming factor is that they ring out on hit and also have relatively quick tech crouch frames. So it was a good idea by Monkey King to do that, hard reading a high with 2A plus B. Is he going to get caught pressing? Yes, he is. Trying to run in with a 6-6A. Mydros is saying, not today.
Bonk.
You missed your chance for mercy.
Battle 3. Fight.
Yeah, going into the gets a lethal hit. I didn't even know that lethal. Finally gets the Ukemi on that.
Okay, yeah, very nice. Good low block. Mydros holding that 4 button. Ivy's backwards movement is great, but a good counter hit launch into the Oki. No! Tries to run up into a CS. Interesting decision. Could have gone for the 50-50. Monkey King holding strong. Tries to go for B6. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. Oh, the mixes. Mydros just falling for it. Oh, God, again. Going into monuments. Actually playing like a monkey. Big gorilla hours. All right, Mydros still in a really good position here.
Yeah, I'm just using that again. Pressing the summon suffering.
Boom, boom, boom. Sure enough, shot. Goes for the 1A. No break.
Attack throw. Oh, went for the jump, but just clipped right on the feet. And this round just looking all Monkey King. And yeah, there's the perfect with the 4A. Super fast. You just have to guess. And I can throw as well. Mine's just not as hard to do as yours. But yeah, gets clipped by the Serpent's Embrace K there. Gets launched.
That shoulder is like... It's like a rugby player shoulder. It manages to hit you and track you from the complete other side of the arena.
Yeah, like, getting hit by a shoulder like that, it doesn't matter how big or small the person is. That just always just takes the wind out of you, especially when it sends you 10 feet into the sky and you get stabbed and brought to the ground.
And Mydros answering back with a perfect of his own. Going 2-0 up and putting Monkey King in his place.
Yep. And yeah, that's that. Mydros pushing through the bracket. He will be going on to fight Vile Muffin, which by the looks of it in our chat, Vile Muffin is not happy about that.
Rip his hopes and dreams indeed.
Rip-
So let's have a look at this bracket real quick. So Ganon sitting pretty in that grand finals position. Dexus waiting patiently in that losers finals position. As Vile Muffin has to now fight Mydros, and will be waiting to get Tau and Horseface in the lobby to see who Dom will be fighting after that.
Yeah. So again, as I said before, two players that play all the time to the ends of the earth and back. And two players I just love to watch. Again, we've mentioned it so many times. Astaroth is just a really fun character to watch. And Tau is someone that I've only really recently started watching a lot. Mainly because she's the only person who's ever on stream at the same time that I finished locking your character. So she always gets my raids. I'm sure she's sick of them by now, but
Probably. But as we get into our next game, just a very, very quick reminder that we're just under $50 for our Matcherino. So if you hit !donate in the chat, it will take you to our Matcherino page where you can contribute a free 50 cents using the coupon code EOS52. Along with using some of the quests here from RIG and G Fuel, you'll be able to put in around about $2 for free.
yeah, and we are getting the Hilda pick. So, of course, last night, Darksy making the bold claim on the Queen of the Ring tournament that Tau is actually a Hilda main.
Are we sure about that, though? Are we
No.
confident in this claim? I would say that Tau is probably a Tira main.
That is what I would say, but decided to go for the Hilda this time around. And of course, this could just be purely a Fotted matchup then.
Oh, 100%. I think because, you know, each of these Loz, Lio, me, Wish, Fotten, Tau play together a lot. So it's a lot. It's mostly going to be a player matchup rather than a character matchup. Just in terms of how you deal with each other's habits, how you deal with each other's adaptations. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Don't care what Tapioca says or what Darksy says. Tau is a Tira main. Oh, goes for the grab reset instead of going for 3KA, which is usually what we see her go for. Very nicely done.
Maybe just worried that 3K wasn't going to kill, so went for the reset instead.
Charge move, no interruption, but he goes for the grab instead.
Yeah. Huge chunk of damage. Oh, good dog.
That was a great Twitch dog, but unfortunately Tau wasn't ready for it. Manages to avoid damage at that point and then go for a 6/6 plus B. Nice way to finish it off. Crashing. Ooh, interesting decision by Horseface to kind of back off further towards the edge, getting clipped by Tau's 6A.
Yeah, just very interesting choices here, but
Oh, the soul attack, and he just whiffs!
just out of range, but gets clipped by the Beyblade. Poseidon Tide just stays on the ground and gets a punish, and the back throw. Can we just talk about how great that back throw animation is?
I do love that back throw. It's awesome.
Just, I'm going to plant my flag in the ground and punch you repeatedly. And yeah, just soul charge into the strings.
6/6 AB, one of the best strings that she has. A lot of people still fall for it. They don't realize that, I believe it's now a jailing string on block, so sometimes they'll try and GI it like they used to be able to
Welcome
do.
to the stage of history.
I guess step it as well, but you can't do that either. There's now a jailing string. There's nothing you can do if you manage to block it. Alright, but now... Oh, I don't know. This seems to be really Astaroth favored, unless the Hilda has like on-point ring out options on this stage. But it's relatively easy for Astaroth to just pressure you to the edge. Brandstar can attest to this. Pressure you to the edge and then just hit you with those grabs into ring outs. Plus he's got some pretty decent reflex into ring outs here too. You know, Tao's gonna have to be very careful.
Yeah, of course, the low wall's making it very, very easy to get rung out by Astaroth. So yeah, it's going to be really a case of Brandstar wanting to, or not Brandstar, Fossen wanting to play on the short ledges and Tao wanting to play on the much longer sides of the stage and getting the...
50-50, 1KK, very nicely done by Tao. Playing a very clean game at the moment, not very scrappy. Fortunately, Hilda has incredible close range and incredible long range tools. And it seems like Tao is able to capitalize on these really, really well. 2 3Ks in a row, so we'd love to see, into a full couch 3K. Damn, Fotten is just seeming to be dominated at the end.
Oh, running the full 3K string.
Oh, late on the 2-2B.
Is with Poseidon time drops the combo, doesn't get the
Tries to go for the tech trap instead, but it doesn't matter because he's able to get the Beyblade.
Battle 3.
Poseidon time is just a, you know, it's just a good move.
Oh, good 2B into Wall Rising B. Tao seemingly has the tech at the moment, but a back grab by Asta into the dead trap, not teching in time. And that's so much damage. Good break. Yeah. But now he has a lethal hit on 6K because that's completely fair for him to get right on break 2-2B. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Running up and holding guard into another grab. Into another grab.
Into another one. Catching out
into another... Oh, maybe we'll
into
get
a jump. Get out of the
grab.
sky. Soul attack catching again. Getting so much mileage out of that soul attack.
More Beyblade.
Oh, I think maybe trying to bait a reverse ledge out there. Just do 2 Beyblades in a row. Expect the third one. Another soul charge. Tao spending all the meter to stay alive.
I mean, she needs to at this point, right?
Yeah, but
I mean,
just
if
chipping
she wins
away.
it, she gives... Oh!
Life bars are even, but no, unfortunately gets clipped there. Gets caught in the back, I think.
Yeah, well, it was I believe it was a 4, like a back command grab. But I'm not sure it was an actual back grab because they're very specific. But Horseface managing to take one for himself and evening up that score to make sure Tao stays on her feet. So who do you think is going to take this? Are we going to see the destructive, degenerate golem, or the pristine and noble princess?
It's a hard one, and we're going back to the stage that we started on. So
random select very muchly. Thank you very much. And
walk up.
Tao just immediately starting off with a grab. Damn, also just pressing at the complete wrong times.
Yeah, rolls into the 6BB.
Nice B66.
Yeah, just using that pokey stick.
Cheeky couple of stabs. Pokey stick indeed. Nice 4B. No break on the grab. Staying on the ground is not a great idea.
You're just gonna keep getting stepped on.
No, oh God,
again, just doing the 3K.
So good.
good chunk of damage.
Horseface being pressured to the edge here. Tries to go for a 6k counter hit. Reversal Edge is not going to work against A6. Very nicely read by Tau into the sidestep. This is looking pretty good at the moment. Horseface is struggling. Soul attack getting eaten by the soul charge. Oh.
The worst possible situation if you're Fulton. Horseface. Gets the toss though, and that's all you need.
Damage. I mean, Fulton likes to rely on those grabs because you are enforcing 50-50s. But for the first 2 rounds of this specific game, it's not worked out that well for him because he's been pressured so much. A good duck while rising BA, looking all Tau at the moment into the soul charge for Fulton.
Yeah, needs to use that soul charge. And Tau says, I want this round here and now, but gets
something a bit too early here. So chip
and
damage,
missed
this
the
might
GI,
be the end.
and this should be death, I think.
Boop.
Not quite. One hit.
Okubo's Magic Pixel. Astaroth is saved by the 3k.
Battle 4. Fight.
Grabs again.
And that was a very expensive round for Tau to lose. She lost both of her bars.
Fulton actually trying to 6k his way out of these situations.
Yeah, just try to throw, and Tau is having none of it.
There we go. 6k
Into the
eventually
wall splat.
lands.
Oh, yeah, gets some. That was a very strange angle. I'm not sure what happened there.
Soulcalibur.
Yeah, that's what happened. Again into Beyblade.
Spin to win. Tau looking to finish this off with one last soul charge, but getting 6p counter hit. That's so dangerous.
So much damage.
Absolutely impossible to. Well, not impossible, close to. Impossible to whiff.
Gets the break attack. This
You're gonna be able to get the proper combo? No, nice.
But gets the reset.
Stands up
And the
into the 1k, and there's the teabag. Let's go. What's a teabag among friends? Eh? It's a sign of love and respect.
Yeah. You love and respect each other by being horrible people to one another, but you gotta love it. All in good faith. Great play there from both people. Both there. Congratulations to Tau. Commiserations to Fulton. The last Asta falls.
I think Dom's going to be happy about that. Not a big fan of Asta, but now we're going to be moving on to Vile Muffin versus Mydros and Dom versus Tau. So Vile Muffin has been rocking Tira, doing really, really well, making it into top 4. Will we be able to see him pick a different character, or do you think he's going to go Tira all the way?
His Tira has been really clean this entire time. I don't see any reason to change. Although I'm not entirely sure how the matchup with Ivy goes with Tira. So in that case we might see a switch. Again, I don't know how Siegfried deals with Tira. Or deals with Ivy even.
I think it's probably slightly better because of range. If Siegfried's able to keep Ivy close and she tries to backstep out of things, he's got A slide B, AGA, 3A, 3A4, 2-2A to kind of stop her backstepping over and over again because it'll catch her. 5BB as well, as we saw Dexus do earlier on in the tournament. Great range, 6P as well. But, I think if Mydros is able to keep the distance and keep Dexus on his toes, it could be coming up all Mydros. Who knows? But thank you very much to Andy Rue. One step closer to hitting $50 in the Matcherino. Don't forget, ! Donate in the chat. We'll take you to our Matcherino page for EOS Season 5 Point Tournament number 2, in which we are currently at $49.84. One more coupon code will take us over $50. Who will be the legendary soul to take us over that milestone? Thank you very much to Rich6 for following. Thank you to everybody who has followed so far. I haven't been able to keep up with it. But before we get into this game, just very quickly want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching so far. It's been a great tournament. We've managed to almost complete a 13-man tournament in about 3 hours, which is incredible.
Oh,
People
absolutely.
reporting on time, making sure that we're running smoothly. People behind the scenes like Tapioca King and Kariko. We wouldn't be able to make these things run as smoothly as we are at the moment without you lot behind the scenes making sure these brackets get pushed. So just a massive thank you to everybody who keeps supporting these things.
Yeah, I do want to say though, just as a tier myself, absolutely massive thank you to Kariako and Tapioca. The amount of work that you don't see on the front here. We're getting Soulcalibur. Yeah, the amount of work that you don't see going in is just insane. They work so hard, and yeah, they're just great.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, you've got people like Kicksandra in America. Who the hell cares about kicks? Forget kicks. We've got Carry, we got Tap, we got Yuku Sage, who TOs some of the EOS stuff sometimes. Like we got way better people than them damn Americans.
Yeah, we've just got some of the greatest.
All right, let's get back into this. Love you too, Dom. Let's get back into this. Vilemuffin versus Mydros. Looks like Mydros is probably perhaps having a problem with the internet.
Possibly. I think we're just waiting on the confirmation that they can go.
Yeah, there we go. Right, let's get into it.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Nightmare versus Ivy.
So this is the answer to dealing with that potentially bad matchup regarding Tira.
Yeah, I would say so. I think the range advantage that Ivy would have over Tira is completely null because of how good Nightmare is at closing distance and also with punishing from 4 million light years away. Also, the damage, the frame advantages that Nightmare can enforce. And we have
Soulcalibur again.
Once again. Wonderful. Okubo, Takahashi, if you're in the chat right now, please fix. I mean, the fact that it's all peer-to-peer means that if somebody has somewhat of a dodgy connection, it can be a little bit difficult. But there's only 3 people in the lobby. There should be no problems.
There should be, but there is, because this is Caliber. It's fine. Does this happen to PSN? It does happen to PSN.
It's the infrastructure of the lobby system.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite as common on PSN. I haven't encountered it that much, but yeah, it's definitely to do more with the infrastructure of how this game works, as opposed to Steam being a pain in the backside.
Yeah. I mean, that's absolutely not the case, Jason. It happens to people with people with PCs that have got beastly parts in them. It's to do with connections to people. It's the peer-to-peer system. That's literally all it is. And the stability of the peer-to-peer system that they have for lobbies as well. But we're just trying to get them back into the lobby to make sure that we forward this. Waiting for Mydros and Vilemuffin. But while we are waiting, Kusage, I think it's time that we have a little bet. What do you say? It's not going to be money. It's going to be food. Like I did with Carp in the previous one.
Right. Oh, so how does this work? So food.
So, last EOS, I bet Carp a couple of times that the next time we go to an offline, we're going to organize this big Korean barbecue trip. And it subsequently turned out that we each have to buy each other a dish for Korean barbecue once we go to that place. And I feel like I want to make this a tradition. Are you up for it?
Yeah, let's go for it. I love me some Korean barbecue. I only had it for the first time when I went out to Japan earlier this year before all of this happened.
Easy clap. Okay, so my prediction, my bet that I'm gonna make you, if I get this right, you buy me a dish. If I get this wrong, I buy you a dish.
All right.
I feel that our top two is gonna be Ganon and Dom.
Okay.
Our grand finals is gonna be Ganon versus Dom. If I'm wrong, I buy you a single dish. Next time we all go out at an offline for KBBQ. If I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, I buy you one. If I'm right, you buy me one. How does that sound?
That
Unless you'd like to
sounds-
make a different bet.
No, that sounds perfectly fine to me. Just gotta wait for it to wait for everyone to get in the
Hey,
room, and we'll
let's
see
go.
how this goes.
All right, Dom, you better not fuck me now. I believe in you. I want me some Korean barbecue ribs, bro.
Oh,
Okay, right, we're getting people back into the lobby. Mydros versus Vile Muffin, Nightmare versus Ivy. I'm kind of excited to see this though, because I think the last time we saw Mydros really dominate somebody who had the capabilities that Nightmare had was like maybe sometime last season during EOS. I don't think Mydros has fought that many Nightmares in tournaments that I've noticed, at least. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how Mydros deals with this new and improved Nightmare in tournament.
in tournament, yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see. I don't know how well the character will be dealt with, because it's just such a difficult thing to deal with this character, especially after all of the buffs that he's got.
Well, yeah, he got some pretty decent improvements over the last few patches. From Season 1 to Season 2, people were still kind of on the fence about him. Personally, I disagreed. But then, they just kept on buffing him. They kept giving him better options on Guard Crush, better options on block, better options in neutral. And now he's just... a testament to how good he is now is that even Zero said he's top 5. And Zero has been the most vocal down player of Nightmare forever. And now he says he's top 5. The score is 1-0 to Mydros at the moment. So did they play a game off stream?
I'm guessing that they played the game when we had to leave the lobby when it went to Soulcalibur.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, looks like that's the case.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah.
Can we get some confirmation, Ashley? Was that what happened? They played off stream?
Let me put my mic on. Yeah, it looks like they did. I thought they would have closed the game when I left the lobby, but they still kept playing somehow. So they have played, and it's 1-0 to Mydros at the moment. So I'm just going to let them continue and put the scores.
Okay.
We'll update the scores.
Alright, perfect. So they're going to play on stream still, or are we going to let them finish it off stream and then we'll move on?
In fact, you know what? Let me let them play off stream, just in case. It might be a connection issue between us.
Okay. Alright, well, while we let our TOs figure this out, we currently are sitting at, in the Matcherino,
We hit that 50.
still $49.84. We still have codes for you lot to use. ! Donate in the chat. I'm going to put it in there right now. Head over to our Matcherino page. Enter code EOS52 to donate a free 50 cents to the prize pot by clicking that contribute button and putting in that coupon code. Let's get to $50. And I guess another quick reminder is that we don't give the pot to the person who immediately wins each tournament over the course of the next few weeks. We accumulate those pots, and then we have different pots for each tournament. So the next one will be EOS 5-3, 5-4, 5-5, etc., until the final on January the 31st, at which point it will be the final, where people will be vying for the accumulated pot of hopefully hundreds and hundreds of dollars due to the fact that we're getting so many free coupon codes each tournament, along with these free sponsor quests that you can take part in to give literal free money to our competitors. I mean, hey, Unicorn, thank you very much with the usage of the coupon code, the free 50 cents. Let's go. Can we keep it going before the end of the tournament? But you know, the American pots, like the one for Deus Ex Kylo, the Parsec tournament that Sabin ran, that reached about $3,000.
Yeah, that got a huge amount of money.
Yeah, like that's insane. Yeah, the Americans they absolutely smashed the support for the Caliber scene. And you know, we try and keep up with them, but there's just so many amazing people in the American community that just love turning up for tournaments, love turning up for the streams, love turning up to just content in general. That you know, we got to outdo them. We can't let the Americans beat us. We have to show that we are the superior Caliber region.
Yeah, we absolutely do. But yeah, they do. Their pots get so high. I just see the NLBC pots going up to several hundred each week, and it makes me cry for the amount that my wallet just takes a hit for what I put into my own pots. But enough about that. We're going into Tau versus your pick for grand finals. Dom.
Yeah, I think. I mean, Dom was saying in the chat, like, you know, no pressure. I tried to ease his nerves by saying, it's okay, Dom, it's only Korean barbecue. But deep down, if he doesn't do this, he's dead to me. Dom is straight up dead to me.
Yeah, but don't worry, I'll love you still, Dom.
Well. Right, but I mean, he's starting off pretty decently. I think Tau is one of those players that likes to gain control fairly quickly, and when she's unable to do that, she kind of crumbles. Like as we're seeing here, as we saw earlier on in the tournament as well, Dom is just a master of constant pressure. But Yoshi may not have the best frame data in the game, like not many plus frames, but the mix-up opportunities, the I-10, the Brave Edge extensions, all of that can just do so much for mental frame advantage, especially full crouch 3K, which is even unreactable offline, let alone online in an environment where you're fighting people cross-continent.
Yeah, this is a super tricky thing, but Tau just playing small caliber, little pokes, chipping down and taking that round fairly convincingly.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, when she gets into the swing of things, Tau just can dominate. She's got like great reads on people. She works her frame advantage, and it's a real treat to see. But then, of course, you get Dom, who's like it seems like the pacing of the game, or at least the round, is going back and forth, back and forth. Dom dominating the first, Tau taking the second, and now it seems to kind of evened out at the moment. It's like they're kind of adapting to each other relatively quickly.
Yeah, and of course, Tau got a huge life deficit to do. Good crouch, but no punish on the whiff GI either.
That's like 2 or 3 times Dom has been unable to capitalize on these whiffs.
Oh my god, what a jump! That's the cost of the round.
Okay, I have to say it, Dom threw that round. There were so many opportunities for him to be able to take it, but Tau was just like, no, you wanna fail on these block and whiff punishes? Straight up, I'm gonna take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Big wall combo time though. Oh no! Very quick drop.
Possibly going for the RE there, I think, but just a little bit too late.
Drops the 6k Brave Edge. Just a bit too high for that to work.
Still has the life lead, but then again, he had the life lead before.
It's true. Nice. There we go. 1k. Tau was kind of adapting to the 1ks really, really well. She was stepping a lot, she was jumping, and Dom wasn't able to get it. But there we go. Dom actually trying to make sure she stops moving with the AAs, the horizontals in general, and then just a cheeky low to finish it off.
Yeah, just classic. Oh, going for the cannon, the spiral arrow there. Not getting it, but huge wall combos.
Into the soul attack. What's the Oki going to be? Oh, good roll by Tau. Not going to be able to whiff punish quickly enough though.
To whiff punish. Pop star charge again.
I mean, Tau is one move change away from Coda. which even at this life deficit can be very dangerous. And there it is.
There's Coda, but still in Jolly.
Good call out by Tao.
Gonna get health back.
Oh, and there's
That.
that. Dom is in a very precarious position here.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to.
Oh, but
gets
catches.
3
But
AA. That
got
is an
the
NC.
Coda to deal with, and
Very nicely done by Dom. 3 AA. A very underused move by a few Yoshimitsus in Soul Charge. It is an attack grab, which is an NC in Soul Charge. Very, very good. Decent damage, horizontal mid. Gives you some bar, takes some bar away from the enemy. It's a great move to use. And Dom was able to place it perfectly after the teleport.
yeah, just catching with the teleport into that was just kind of just a case of just appearing behind Tao and just not expecting him to be there. So just gonna wait in and see.
Alright, and now we're on one of the most favorite stages ever. Killick stage, one of the most recently added ones with the walls. We all know which one this is. Unfortunately, these ones don't move so that they work properly. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think Dom's going to probably excel on this stage because not only does Yoshi have the most insane ring out options, front and back, these walls just complement that playstyle tremendously.
Yeah, the low walls finally having been fixed from their original launch where they were very much quite janky.
I mean, they have been fixed to a degree, but there is still some jank that happens because sometimes you'll get a really dodgy wall slap because of like the spaces in between the mini bells on the fence. Yeah.
This is Calibur after all, so
Exactly.
great confirm into the sand switch. And
Tao is showing Dom that she's here to play and here to stay.
yeah. Just using that 6A, just keeping him away.
6 a day keeps the Dom away. That's the set, right?
Yeah, something like that.
It's with the 6 a. Oh no!
Oh,
Okay.
went for the helicopter.
Punish.
Whiff
Roll.
punish on the Trooper Roll B.
Good, not finishing the string, understanding that it is minus frames, doesn't want to put himself at minus 12 for no reason. There's the
Gets
50-50.
Switch launch.
Oh.
One hit away.
And another run up front grab.
Oh.
Dom just not ready for this. Is Tao going to be able to even up this game score? Okay. There's some tried and true tested methods that Tao doesn't seem to be dealing with. Oh, okay. Boom. Goes for the just frame. I love that
The lean combo. But yeah, gets the jump B.
No whiff punish. Quick enough.
Oh, went for the GI. Good whiff punish, but only a small chunk of damage.
Everyone forgetting that BBB is a thing now. That interesting decision for a whiff punish. I guess trying to take some bar away from Tira to make sure she doesn't get 2 bars in round 4. But now Dom only has enough meter for 1 Brave Edge extension.
Battle 4.
Yeah, which might prove costly.
I mean, if he uses it well, if he kind of holds it until he's able to get a ring out or a wall combo, could be pretty good.
Yeah, Tao Kaka's now got that bar back.
Step into 6A plus B gets beaten. Oh,
That's the counter hit.
6A extension. And Tao, so close to taking this over Dom. Almost a perfect. Oh,
Gets
there it
wrung
is.
out. Oh, no,
No.
not quite.
It's been nerfed. There's the nerf in full effect. And Tao manages to take it and even up the score 1 game apiece. Now that is exactly what the devs wanted when they nerfed that ring out option. However, that's one of the only times where that option, where that nerf has come into effect. a lot of times after the patch, it still has incredible reverse ring out capabilities on 99% of the stages.
Yeah, it was low wall. It was 100% the low wall, proving that low walls are still jank in this game.
I don't know. I just don't think that. I think it was the travel nerf on that move that was really the decider for that. I think the fact that it's a low wall would probably make it easier to ring out on rather than a high wall. But yeah, I genuinely think that might have been the the fault, I guess, of the nerf.
Yeah, but we're gonna see. And one's gonna go into a very big stage for this critical game 3. Get out of the sky.
Pretty decent for Tira.
Yeah.
Good cheeky 2K from Dom. Not seen that much. He's mostly going for the 1Ks. 6B confirmed. One counter hit. Good tech step by Tao. One of the best tech steps in the game.
Using the meditation teleport.
Dom really wants to enforce those plus frames. The safety of... Oh!
Gets
Not
the
able to
splat, but
confirm
the
anything because he
trade
gets traded, yeah.
And yeah, the full crouch 3K closing out the round.
You love to see it, you hate to have it happen. Mix-ups in Dragonfly. Dom's looking super confident at the moment, going full Yoshi Rago mode. There's another grab. God, grab game is so good. Oh, tries to maybe step and get caught by the vertical hitbox.
Oh, good duck on the 3AA plus B. And again, just another. I'm going to stand in your face and grab you.
He's trying to contest the grabs now.
And that's death.
That is indeed death. Tao sitting at 3 mood changes at the moment too. Not ideal, but pretty good at round 3.
And most importantly, sat on the bar as well.
Yeah, bar for Tira, especially in game, can be devastating for the opponent.
Yeah.
Damn. Dom is just letting her run up for grabs. I mean, not a great punish, but Tao not managing to... That wasn't a count. She hold guard for the extension. Didn't think it was going to arrive. Oh, beautiful triple roll cancel into Med K.
Oh, and there we go. Spiral arrow into 6B being Gloomy.
Is Tao going to take Dom out of the tournament? Good reversal edge.
I don't know, but Dom got a huge amount of meter. And
there we go.
Press a bit too
not
late.
Being able to deal with flea jump, but a
but
beautiful
jumps over the full crouch 3A.
Great 9B. Oh,
That's a whiff punish.
Yep.
And that should be the round.
It's not going to kill.
Not quite the round. Does less damage than I thought it would. But that will.
Go. Cheeky 1K, but now Tao sitting on a bar and a half with
Final
7
round.
switches. It could be... good whip punish. Doesn't manage to get the full extension of the Brave Edge while rising AA plus B. Dom is playing super small caliber now.
And
he's
also,
going to have to go for these mix-up and 50-50 to just ensure Tao doesn't have any opportunity to press a button.
That was unlucky on both players' parts there at the beginning because whilst Dom did get knocked out of the Brave Edge extension, he did get lucky in the fact that he was in the air and didn't get lethal hit by the 6B.
Caught by the 3AA plus B. Tao's in a really good position here.
Encoder.
Oh, and that's
death.
it! Dom gets taken out of EOS Series 5 tournament number 2 by Tao Kakamiao, moving up into a top 4 position. Moving on to fight Mydros just before losers round 8, just before losers final. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an upset and a half if I've ever seen one. And now I owe Kusage a dish the next time we go to Korean barbecue.
Absolutely. That was just so... And that is the power of Tira, is the character is so explosive. Like, you saw it there, like, Dom had a decent amount of life, and it was just gone.
Yeah.
One mistake, it didn't matter that he was in Guts when he got hit by that final 3BB. If he was out of Guts, that probably would have been death.
I mean, it also is a testament to how patient Tao was being, and to how aggressive she had to be at a certain point, because, like, she was stepping at really odd points. Like, Dom was hitting her with these like plus frames on Flea 6A. Dom was trying to mix her up, but just she kept her composure, managed to hit these crazy whiff punishes with that long-range Tira tech. And now Dom is out of the tournament, and Tao moves on to fight Mydros to potentially fight Dexus in losers final.
Yeah, so we're getting down into the real nitty-gritty. This is the final first to 2 game. It's going to be Tarkaka Meow going up against Mydros. So
if there's any reason to head to the Maturino right now and support the people playing at the moment, it would be because of what just happened. Tao taking it over Dom to move forward to possibly take a 3rd place spot if he manages to beat Mydros. Head over to our Maturino page, !donate, head over there and put in the coupon code EOS52 to add a free 50 cents to the prize pot. Thank you everybody who's been donating so far. I don't have time to read all your names at the moment, but big thank you to Unicorn and Baketon for the 50-cent coupon code, so that we're at $51.04.
yes, just super. That was just such an upset. I think anyone was just stunned at what happened there.
I think we're all kind of stunned and proud at the same time. Tao has come a long way. She's been participating in almost every EOS season that's happened. She's participated in OFC, in ETL, and she's just been leveling up her Tira over and over again.
Yeah, and again, Mydros using that that back throw out of Serpent's Embrace to really catch people off guard.
Nice, but Mydros, Mydros taking control pretty early on right now. Good whiff punish by Tao, trying to go for the 50-50. That is one more mood switch going into the second round, but unfortunately it isn't Tao's round to take.
Good stat. Good block on the 4A string, and there is Summon Suffering.
You gotta love it, eh? You gotta love
And
it.
ran into an ICS. This is something that Mydros is so good at doing, is just catching you, trying to get approach, and will just catch you with an ICS when you're running up to him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Mydros is looking pretty strong at the moment. Tao seems to be crumbling under the Ivy pressure, not able to break any of these. I mean, it's 0.1% breakable at the best of times, especially offline, and you're just kind of dealing with the online buffer system now.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Double Twitch start get to the new Season 2 low. Very nice.
We say these lows are still new in Season 2, but we need to remember that this game has had Season 2 for a year now, so they're not exactly new.
No, it's one of our newest lows.
Yeah. But,
It's easier to identify them.
Range of the throw. Yes, double wall splat.
Boom. I mean, Tao's still... Okay.
Just...
I was going to say Tao's still at a minor life lead, but nope. Not able to react in time, not able to step. And just getting ground grabbed into the wall. I mean, even... I'm not saying that it is, but even if this is where Tao's journey ends for this tournament for EOS, I think we just need to give her some hype. Give her some hype right now on the chat for doing so incredibly well at the moment.
Yeah, just...
I'll end this in no time.
No character switching, Tao staying strong. Sticking with Tira, her main. Oh,
Allegedly.
okay. This is a this is an interesting stage. This is kind of coming up all Mydros at the moment. In favor of Ivy very heavily.
Oh, absolutely. This is not a great stage for Tao to see. But I'm going to still apply the pressure. Although the one thing I do want to know about this stage is how do they get up there?
Magic.
That'll do. But Yeah, just
I mean, I guess, Tao has more room to maneuver here. He's able to back off, sidestep a lot more effectively in this bigger stage. But you're not going to be able to break unbreakable grabs.
yeah,
And there's
using the summon sufferer.
Battle 2. Fight.
That's another round for Mydros.
I'm just committing to the 6-6 hold, doing the single. Oh no, whiff punish. Perhaps Mydros was expecting his second ace and lethal hit.
Yeah, maybe.
Great whiff punish. Tau pressuring Mydros to that edge. There's
That's the
50-50.
lethal hit, 50-50.
It looks like
Good chunk
Mydros
of
was trying to go for a 2-2-A lethal, but Tau was the one who got the lethal hit instead. Good 1B block though.
Yeah, cancelling into Serpent's Embrace, getting the plus frames. More plus frames, really working the guard gauge now.
1B, and that's bar usage deleted for Mydros
Oh, I
at a
didn't even notice the
significant
bar
disadvantage.
usage.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, perhaps a CE or something, but yeah, now Mydros has never barred to do anything. Tau playing really, really well.
Yeah, oh,
Mydros.
good. Finally noticing that Mydros is using the back throw from Serpent's Embrace, breaking backwards.
The range on that into this. Nice, good whiff punish.
Yeah.
And that is 6 mood switches going in the third round at the moment. Even if Tao loses this, which it looks like she might do after the CE, she's still going to have an opportunity to bring this back.
Unlucky there that the C didn't put her into critical guts.
You missed your chance for mercy.
Because that would have been another mood switch and would have put her in gloomy for this this next round.
Very true. I do wonder if Tao's going to try and risk any more self-harm with the head smashes to get into gloomy. I mean, Soul Charge will do the trick, right? Soul Charge is great for Terra. Good 6-6B.
Yeah, getting the spike going into that. There it is.
Oh, he's looking for that ring out. Tao knows to just back off with that superior backstep.
Yeah. And that's going to be a ring out for
It's not going to be a ring. No, just at the worst angle. But there's a lethal hit, 50-50.
And that's dead.
And Tao manages to even up the scoreboard.
Final battle. Fight.
Mydros sitting at 2 bars. Ivy Soul Charge can be pretty scary, but if Tao, with one more mood switch, can get into Coda, it may be even scarier.
Oh, get
Beautiful
another.
critical edge interruption. Nicely done by Tao. Still at a life deficit. And pop Soul Charge just to make sure she keeps that pressure on.
Now out of range. In Coda. Oh, gets clipped by the
This might be it for Tao.
soul attack. Yeah, the 3B gets whiffed. And there it is. Mydros taking it. 2-0. Very, very close games. Fantastic showing from Tao there.
Everybody, let's get some hype in the chat for Tao. Very, very well done to get so far in the tournament. And this is only point tournament number 2. We still have so many more to go. If Nash wouldn't mind putting up the graphic for us there to let you know how many more we have left. But we do have a match arena that you can donate to. ! Match donate in the chat. EOS52 is the code. Make sure you donate to that to add a prize, to add a coupon code, free amount of money to the prize pot that will accumulate over a bunch of time over the next set of tournaments until January the 31st, which is when the final tournament will be. So who knows, maybe Tao will be able to make a triumphant return next tournament. Perhaps maybe even get to losers finals, perhaps maybe even win. If you want to see that happen, then make sure you keep supporting the EOS tournaments, because then we want to keep doing them for you.
Absolutely. These are a great tournament. They are pretty much everyone in the European scene. All of the major teams around there are chipping into these. The EOS is just such a great series. Such a great series for everyone. But yeah, we're now in deep in the bracket. We're in the top 3.
Top 3. All of these games are going to be first to 3. Losers finals is going to be Dexus versus Mydros.
And I'm actually surprised that my picks for top 4, 3 were actually correct.
That is true.
That
is very, very true.
I was only wrong on Brandstar, who was taken out by Talcaga Miao in losers.
It's I mean, I have to be honest, it's not something I expected, because I know that Astaroth can be a hell of a handful, especially for even a character like Tira. If the Astaroth is just like full-on aggressive, mashing grabs, and perhaps you're even guessing wrong and making it hard for them, she just managed to sweep it.
Yeah, really good. And of course, Asta being a character that Tao knows very well. But speaking of Asta, the dream is not dead. I was saying about this, he was playing this and through the majority of the Festive Fight Club. Only bring out the Ivy right at the end, but now we're seeing the Astaroth. Note that he has 3 games to work with.
Okay, I'm assuming Mydros much prefers the Asta Siegfried matchup.
Oh, catches the armor.
50-50s for days, just react, bro, and there's an IAGA to finish off the first round.
Battle 2. Fight.
Dexus has had the time to take his defeat against Ganon. He's been brewing for the past hour. And he's got so much rage that he's letting out. And Mydros is the poor sod that has to deal with it for now.
Before, great new move into armor lethal
the
hit.
armor, and that's going to be out the ring.
See you later, Dexus. Very nicely done by Mydros. But it's not over yet. 1 round apiece. Looking pretty even on bar at the moment as well.
Yeah. Great spatial awareness there from Mydros to know that he was close enough, literally only just close enough to get that ring out. Oh, but using A slide B. Bulba.
Oh, here we go. Wall's flat.
Into the wall. Goes for the easier combo in the reset.
I don't. Maybe he must have misinput the combo because he went for the stomp to perhaps get a guaranteed. Nice, that's going to guarantee the grab. A plus B. And that's dead. Boom. It looks like 6B just wasn't enough to get another restun for the follow-up.
Yeah. And of course, these big chunky hits doing so much in the way of breaking Asta armor.
A4 doing work.
Oh, and the armor gets double hit. And Dex is in complete control. Mydros needing to soul charge. And yeah, just the 5B. I'm gonna bonk you on the head with my big sword.
Cheeky 5B. I mean, Dex is looking pretty confident at the moment. Perhaps we might see a character
Welcome to the
switch to
stage of
Ivy.
history.
Who knows?
Yeah, that looked like Dexus really was in control there.
I will end this nightmare.
I am intrigued as to why Mydros thought Astaroth was going to be good against Siegfried. Perhaps it is an actually good matchup for Astaroth. But there you go. Mydros heading back to his main, the character we know him for, the character we hate him for. Then he'll be hoping to take this next game off Dexus.
Yeah, definitely hoping to take this next game. But very good. I'm guessing that he went for the Asta because he just wanted to try it. Wanted to see how it would work. He obviously has an extra game to work with here, but getting
damage, the Oki, the everything, 50-50.
That is fundamentals in fair and balanced damage. And that's going to be the wall break though, and that
this might be death. All of that damage for nothing. Get wrung out. Dexus ain't going to be happy about that.
No, absolutely not.
Trying to play patient, getting reversal edge.
Yeah.
3A4 doing so much work. The timing of those during the entire tournament has been great. Break on the grab, and then
There.
the buffer. He'll continue on, but he is 1 hit away from losing this.
There's Bubble. Blocks the second hit. I always get clipped by that, and yeah, just Mydros keeping
Dexus
keeping his cool.
very cheeky there, trying to go for a move on a block 6 DB. Go, mix up. Oh, there it is. Dexus not able to do anything in time. Good duck on the low grab though.
Duck on the low grab. And it's very interesting. And
he's
that's
out.
going to be a ring out.
See you
Bye-bye.
later. This is such robbery. Mydros bringing it back pretty effectively in that second game. But remember, this is the first of 3. This is losers finals. Neither of these characters and performers are out just yet.
No, they still both got 2 games. 2 lives left, as it would be.
As it stands, indeed.
But my God, that was just so much robbery from Ivy, and we're not getting that anymore. We are in the throne room, but I don't know how much this will work, considering there's just so many people around.
The fact that that there's walls isn't. I mean, of course, Ivy will probably excel at ring outs more than she would or does at wall combos, but she can do some pretty devastating things at the wall as well. Like, it's not just limited.
Yeah,
Or V4, new move, get wrecked.
I think it might possibly, maybe this stage works better for Ivy. Sig definitely has the better wall combos, but just the sheer space. Of course, both these characters have good range, but Ivy's movement is definitely stronger than Siegfried and doesn't tech out of the trap.
I mean, Ivy's backstep is better than Sieg's, but Sieg's sidestep is probably better than Ivy's. Not heard much about Ivy's sidestep. I'm sure it's not bad, but Sieg excels at sidestepping things. So
it's not Setsuka's sidestep, but gets the instant.
That's true. Nice 1B.
Yeah. 1B, don't you bubble me.
I'm not going to say anything because last time I said this, Dexus won and I jinxed it and commentators cursed it. So, Mydros setting a bar and a half there. Good reaction, doesn't try and go for an interruption, but cancelled by Dexus. Doesn't work out that well.
Yeah.
Is he pressing a button?
No, not
minus
quite.
16, no punish, too far pushback. 50s.
Yeah, base hold shenanigans. Yep, using that cancel. Ooh, very weird clash. Ooh, the hitboxes. Thank you. But yeah, both of them just swinging at the fence at this point.
Hitboxes. No.
Oh no, he got caught.
What
He
a
pressed the
call
button
out.
and he, I
Gonna do a
believe, is
lot
dead.
of bloody damage. I'm not sure about that. No, not
not
just
quite.
yet. Saved
Magic.
by the grace of Cut. Okay.
Okubo's finger really playing in there.
Mydros looking on point at the moment. One more game and he takes Dexus out of the tournament and stops Dexus's dream of running through
Welcome to the stage of
losers.
history retold.
Stops him getting the rematch with Ganondorf as well. Like,
Which is probably what he would want more than anything. It looks like Mydros is just on form today. There's so many things that he's doing right.
super on point with absolutely everything he does.
Yeah, smaller stage here. Good opportunity for Dexus if he's able to get wall combos, but a great step by Mydros. Already less than 10 seconds in. There we go. Grab into over half health. Gone.
15 seconds and already in guts.
And he's dead.
That is it. He's dead. Thank you for playing.
Perfect. In less than 20 seconds. Dexus looking a little bit flustered at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's not that. Maybe Mydros is just like ultra instincting everything right now. Good step punish with the just frames.
Mydros' Ivy has been so powerful. Gets clip. Expecting the A.
That was a good choice by Dexus though, keeping that pressure up by putting him against the wall.
Yeah.
Side B. Mydros holding strong, holding that guard button, but 2 A-slide Bs in a row. Going to be enough for Dexus to push that advantage into the 50-50. Very nicely done. Put himself on the board.
Yep, just 3 Bs.
Oh, he tried to go for a command grab there, gets knocked out of it by 6 AA. Another reversal edge by Dexus. The panic button king manages to win the exchange again into a lethal here.
Into a good chunk of damage.
Nice 1B. Dark Legacy Soul Charge. Very, very dangerous. Oh, that's not going to work. It's going to get AGI'd. Nice 3k interruption. Dexus not going down without a fight. Mydros was looking completely dominant, but now got another reversal edge. There we go. It finally guesses wrong. By law of averages, he eventually had to guess wrong, right?
Eventually.
Yeah. War cancel gets cancelled. The raw. Okay.
Oh, the shenanigans. Run up icy ass. Just.
And 50-50, resulting in Dexus bringing it back. Mydros completely demolished in those last 3 rounds. Coming back on top. Dexus versus Mydros. Final game of losers finals. Who's going to take it? Chat, let me know who you think is gonna win.
I will end this nightmare.
Final round. And we're getting the same stage. Gotta love it.
Mydros might not be happy with this.
Might
The
not
mental
be.
frame disadvantage of losing on, of getting the same stage that you just lost on, along with the fact that you're not as effective at the edges. 50-50s. Dexus has seen that he's not that effective trying to guess these 50-50s, so he's just hammering them. Tries to interrupt on the 2-hit string on the low. Another reversal edge. Is Dexus going to take this? Clash.
Clash.
There we go. I just
Guarded. And now, yeah, just got a mountain to climb, and yeah, just a slide B. He's got the blue shell on. He means business. He wants that rematch. He can taste it. He
doesn't
duck
tank in
again.
time. Oh,
Rolls
into
into
the
an
grab.
icy.
Good interruption, not allowing Dexus to start transition.
Great staying on the
patience,
ground and gets clipped.
Beats the reversal edge. Dexus showing once again why he's called Rexus to the rest of Europe. Reversal edge button is just, it's bound into his brain at this point. He
Yeah.
just has to think about it and it activates. Look at this damage on
Damage.
move.
Oh, it stays on the ground.
Doesn't whiff punish that quickly, and now Dexus is coming up pretty strongly.
Yep.
There's that new move. He's 1 round away. Nicely interrupted.
Yeah, nice stance.
Whiff punish. Mydros is looking to keep this slow and steady, but Dex is saying, not for me, thanks.
Yeah,
Attack is gonna
soul
get blocked.
attack.
Safe though.
Yeah. Oh, good RI. Huge chunk of damage.
Soul charge plus Dark Legacy. Will Mydros be able to...
No unblockables. I
What did
don't
he
care
do?
about your...
What did he do to get rid of Dark Legacy?
I'm guessing he tried the bubble and he got unblockable.
No, he didn't. The Dark Legacy got beaten before that. I'm guessing it was startup of Bubble, and he just got eaten.
Yeah, maybe.
Damn. All right, we're on pretty level pegging right now. Dexus has got the life lead, but oh, and he tries to go. This is minus 16. Is he going to be able to punish it? Nope, too far
No.
away.
But now he's got
50-50s.
no meter. Oh no,
he's
the
dead.
back turned.
He's dead. Nicely done by Dexus. Using the Siegfried back turn tech that we all absolutely love to see. Dexus manages to take it over Mydros. So close. But yet so far from Mydros. Congratulations for making top 3. However, Dexus is now moving on to fight Ganondorf in Grand Finals, the rematch, the revenge.
Yeah, and yeah, commiserations to Mydros there. He has had one hell of a weekend. Of course, getting third here in the EOS, getting first place yesterday in LIYC's Festive Fight Club. He's just been playing out of his mind. His Ivy has just been so on point these past couple of days that you just have to respect it. You really do.
Oh, definitely. 100% well deserved by Dexus. So, before we get into this final game of EOS Season 5 Tournament Point number 2, we have a Mascherino. ! Donate. Put it in the chat. Go over to our Mascherino page and put in that coupon code EOS52 to donate a free 50 cents to the prize pot. Currently sitting at $51.54. Can we get it to 55? You can use the coupon code, or you can use the free sponsor quests to add as much money as possible and as many as you like.
Yeah, just free sponsor quest takes a couple of seconds. It doesn't cost you a thing.
Yep, we're heading straight into it.
And great block on the Flapjack with a great punish immediately.
And there's an Axlo.
Into the wall.
Let's keep count of how many.
Oh
he
no,
he drops the combo!
Get the combo at an awkward angle.
Oh,
goes
to the... Nicely done by Ganon, making sure that he doesn't have to deal with that 50-50. However, very, very close. And that one reversal edge that Dexus managed to get off allowed him a bar, but unfortunately gets whiff punished by Ganon.
Loses that bar and has a massive meter deficit as well as a round deficit now. Not a great start. And the lethal hit. Why are you reversal edging? Oh, just the tip range, that could have been devastating. This is going to be devastating.
Look at this damage. 6 AA twice is over half. That's ridiculous.
Weapon arts again.
Into the wall.
As well, Cap. Not
No,
quite.
never mind.
Slightly wrong angle, but yeah, don't you try
Why
to
are
GI
you
me.
raw base holding, son? Nice.
Oh, again, the GI. Ganondorf having all of the reads here.
Oh, what did Dexus do? Just let go of guard. Perhaps trying to move as quickly as possible at the last possible reactionary second, but not working. Dark Legacy Soul Charge coming in hot into the Soul Charge. Great call out by Ganon. No more Dark Legacy for you, Dexus. What are you going to do to offset this? Nothing. Because you're going to get 2-2B. Lethal hit into the CE. Good night, Irene. Game 1 goes to Ganon.
Shout outs to Goodnight Irene, local football team song. Now you know where I'm from. But great play there from Ganondorf. Just absolutely ready for all of Dexus's stance shenanigans. And yeah, just looking so strong.
Incredibly strong. Nothing can perturb this man. Okay, we're on the Setsuka stage right now. Mostly walls, one side to ring out, very narrow. So it looks like it may possibly favor as well if he's able to contain movement by Siegfried.
Yeah, and just shout out to the fact we got 106 people in the Twitch channel viewing this right now. You're getting some good caliber. Glad to have you all here.
Couple of them cheeky Americans and Canadians, like saw Rich Dixon here, saw Florida Man, saw Zubaz, GOAT commentator.
I saw Linkor's in here as well.
Did you?
Yeah, that was a while back. I did catch him sneaky following. He's been lurking. Good duck on the throw.
Oh, getting caught.
7A.
Perfect timing on Beyblade, interrupting just for an A-slide B. Once again, that War Rising A coming in handy for Dexus. A-slide B, you're not allowed to roll that. No, it's the one.
Good
Dex is the one
block.
interrupting. Very nice.
Battle 3. Fight.
Good interruption. That was actually a really good guess by Ganon. Because if Dexus had done base OK, he would have lost that interaction.
Yeah. Oh, and just pressing all of the buttons, going full gorilla mode.
Not ducking 66KK may have cost him this entire round because of that massive wall combo that he was able to get into that Oki situation 50-50.
Yeah, but now you've got to deal with Aswell in Soul Charge. And he's got
No
the lethal
Dark
hit
Legacy
stats.
for you, son. Oh, Ganon just no fear dot over the. Wait, how did that not? I'm confused. I'm guessing he did it during the start of Bubble, start of the AGI, because it didn't get AGI'd at all.
I don't know when it becomes a break attack, whether it's the first hit or the last hit. It's one of the weird ones.
It may be, I can't remember.
It's a really weird move, Beyblade in Soul Charge, that gets the lethal hit. Fair and balanced lethal hit disco kick.
And there's an axe low.
Just tip
Ganon
range,
trying to back
though.
off. Oh, that was perfect play by Ganon, not getting knocked back using the shield and spear stance with the backstep in it. Getting caught pressing on minus frames into a single B by Ganon. And Ganon is one game away from straight up dominating Dexus in this grand finals. Let us know who you want to win, chat. Do you want Ganon to take this clean sweep 3-0? Or do you perhaps want to see a reverse sweep by Dexus to reset the bracket? Let us know what you want to see.
I just want to see good caliber.
I mean,
And
just seeing
we're
good
getting
caliber.
it.
Great
We're getting
caliber,
it.
yeah.
And yeah, there's plenty more tonight. I'm sure of it.
Battle 1. Fight.
But the real question is, can... Oh, good duck on the 6BA. Gets the stomp.
Oh, into the B4. Dex is trying to press as many buttons as possible to just stop this offense by Ganon, but it doesn't matter. If they just could start whiffing verticals for 4 million frames, he's just going to lethal hit you on a whiff punish.
Yeah.
Victory A4 though. Nice knockdown into Oki.
Oh, good step.
That has been Ganon's weakness during this tournament, fighting Siegfried. That like really obvious low, which very few of us seem to be able to block even on reaction, is the bane of Ganon's existence right now. Not blocking the 1As, not blocking the base hold A's either.
A's, yeah, just all these like slow lows. Just all of the pressure being applied. Oh, good duck, and that's a punish.
Very nicely done. The advantages of character knowledge and matchup knowledge means that Ganon is about to even up this game. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my days.
9G is too powerful.
Battle 3. Fight.
It's the best button in the game for every character. It doesn't matter who you play.
9G, axe stance, disco kicks, and Dexus just had to stand there.
Yeah. You just don't know what's going on.
Dexus playing Unga Bunga right now, pressing as many buttons as he wants. Good 2TB plus frames, and then trying to enforce him. Another 3A4.
And yet,
Nicely
guess
done.
is wrong on the 50-50.
To reach my goal. Fight.
Good interrupt, full crouch 3B. Ganon working that advantage into another axe low.
Both
I mean,
sitting
you know,
on
if-
full bars.
If Ganon's thinking, I'm not reacting to 1As or base hold A's, you're not reacting to axe lows, why not just start throwing them out?
Can't roll that. Oh, went for the GI, but didn't get it.
Dex is guessing crazy right now. All of the correct guesses.
Sorry, but your path ends here.
Yeah, catches.
Beyblade, of course. No reason not to use it. 2-2A.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
Natural
good
hit.
beat. Good chunk. Oh, great block, and that's death.
Dexus bringing it back, putting himself on the board. 1 game, 2 to go to reset the bracket. Will he be able to bring this back in a reverse sweep?
We'll have to
Welcome
we'll
to
have
the
to see.
stage of
But
history
this has
retold.
just been back and forth so much, just unger from both sides. They're just pressing buttons and it's working, and it's just great to watch.
It's like controlled Unga as well.
Yeah, that's what makes it so graceful.
Battle 1. Fight!
It's just they're so controlled, yet they're so ruthless.
Dexus not trying to use a lot of movement options at the moment, using the moves that have great momentum to get close to Ganondorf, and then as soon as he's able to, pressing buttons on great advantage. B4, trying to twitch duck. Nice reversal edge. Good clash. Who's gonna win? Of course, it's gonna be Dexus.
Get Dexus on the lethal hit, huge chunk of damage. Yeah, go for the 50-50 and the B6 there, just so fast.
Yeah, Dexus not committing to that. I can't remember what the input is. Not committing to the full string, so trying to make Ganondorf press a button in between, and it works. The B6 counter hit into the follow-up. Doesn't get the lethal hit, but does manage to get some damage on the board. No wall splat. But there's
the
one
wall
for
splat,
you.
and there's the ring out.
And there's the ring out indeed. Dexus thinking, well, you know, the first time didn't work. I'll just try it again. 2-2-A, wall splat, out. See you later.
Yeah, just using the sword pressure just to interrupt. Soul charge, get off me. Ganon doesn't want to deal with this anymore.
Sorry, but your path ends.
Good soul charge by Dexus, doesn't want to overextend.
Good dark.
And he's dead. Boom.
He's dead, yeah.
Dexus bringing it back, a clean 3-0 in that fourth game. Is Ganon gonna get reverse swept into a reset?
I feel like that's probably the worst possible situation that Ganon could be in. He's been playing so cleanly this entire time. To lose it all here, I think would just be the worst feeling.
But we are on the stage that could decide it all.
Yeah.
Will Ganon be able to take Dexus and keep him in second place?
Or will Dexus be able to slay the beast that took him down earlier and force that reset?
I mean, this is a story we've seen many times before. Dexus heads into that loser's bracket regardless of when he does it, and then just comes back to dominate. 3A4, just doing so much work. That threat of Wall Rising being close range against Siegfried is just, it's so much.
Yeah. Oh, and the double 3B lethal hit.
Hey, no. Okay. Ganon just didn't want to stop pressing buttons there. And of course, why would you? Good 4B. Interruptions. Look at all that damage.
Oh, it's just
Oh,
catching. Oh, the
no,
GI.
the AGI. Let's go. Okay, Ganon is looking pretty strong right now. Great step by Dexus, though. What's the follow-up going to be? Trying to hit him with the Dark
Reverse
Legacy 50-50s. Reverse Edge going to counter that, but of course, Dexus is going to win the RPS.
Oh, alright, it. Soul charge in return.
You do sometimes have to think to yourself, after that, where's the guaranteed punish on something? Nicely done. Ganondorf, one round away. Will Dexus be able to bring this back? Will Dark Legacy in the hand be enough to take him into a reset?
Yeah.
50s. This is gonna do so much damage!
Dead.
Yeah.
Who needs a reset when you can just kill from half life? It's
Right.
fair and balanced.
6B whip into 6B, of course. Thank you, Soulcalibur. Plus frames, good job by Dexus. Another reversal edge. He wants that bar.
Oh,
Damn.
good GI.
The 2-2-Bs into GIs is just too much. This is the mind game right now. What's the follow-up going to be after +4? Saving this into SC. Doesn't commit. Hits him with the B6 again. Gets him on the counter hit.
Damage. Oh. Oh no, whiffs that big. Yeah,
say.
tosses the axe. Oh, good dark.
Not committing. Good block on the low.
And
Oh, this is looking pretty spicy right now.
Oh, and the 3B.
See you later,
That is-
alligator. Ganondorf takes it, and Dexus rage quits before Ganon gets to pull off the killing blow. Very nicely done. Ganondorf is your tournament number 2 EOS Season 5 champion.
This champion. Oh no, it was. Yeah, you can see the 2-2 there. That was the Alt-F4.
Oh, very nicely done by Ganondorf. Hard fought by Dexus. Bringing it back 2 games is, of course, we love to see him do. But Ganon just managing to get that edge over him and taking it 3-2 to win. European Online Series Season 5 point tournament number 2. Congratulations to Ganondorf.
Ganondorf, fantastic play there. You have definitely picked the correct day to be pulling double duty. Because he will be playing up later, but yeah, congratulations to Ganondorf. Commiserations to Dexus playing really well there, bringing it back from almost the brink of just being absolutely wiped twice. Once against Mydros and once against Ganon. Just he is the comeback king. He wears the blue shell for a reason.
Oh, for sure. Well, the blue shell indicates many things, but unfortunately it does not indicate a win for this tournament. Congratulations to Ganondorf. You can see on there the leaderboard. Oh my god, Ganon with the win. Congratulations to him. Commiserations to everybody who wasn't able to make it. But we're not done yet, because we have more to come. Ashley, if you can put these graphics up on the screen, please. Next week is going to be European Online Series Point Tournament number 3. Going to be hosted by, I believe, Soulcalibur España. Correct me if I'm... 3 p.m. CET, 2 p.m. GMT as always, because of course we like to keep things consistent here. And then we have Kusoge will be on January the 3rd. He'll be hosting the 4th one. And then España will be on the 10th. We'll be back here on Soulcalibur UK on the 17th. And on January the 24th will be the final point tournament before we get to the season finale on January the 31st. Anything that you would like to plug before I talk about my next thing, Kusoge?
I would actually like to plug, a couple of things. So, as I did mention earlier, Ganondorf is working double duty tonight. He has got a first to 10 chance on the twitch.tv/KusogeSC. You can see there. He has got a first to 10 against one of the PS4's finest players, which is in Fan Lee. So that's going to be really good to watch with Locked in Your Character League pushing near the end. Get a chance to watch that, and if you want in on these league matches, the season 2 for Locked in Your Character League has been announced. If you check out the Twitter there, LIYC_SC, you can get the sign-ups right there. So there you go. Get in there when you can.
Exactly. And I think the final thing that I'll be talking about is the SWO Royal Rumble. That is the Soul Warrior Online, the new monthly. We're going to be doing a Royal Rumble format, very similar to a WWE Royal Rumble. We had one of these earlier on in the year. It's hella fun. We need 30 entrants before January the 9th, or this can't go ahead. No more, no less. 30 entrants. Ringouts are, of course, encouraged. It's an incredible time. Let's get sign-ups, and let's just start supporting more Caliber stuff. SWO will also return as a monthly come February, and we're also... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to say anything else about SWO, but I will say just stay tuned for more goings-on about the monthly, because we will be doing some incredible things online and offline.
Like you say, that's going to be an interesting thing. I'm definitely going to be happy to see that. But anyways, I believe the thing to say is, Absolutely. Thank you to yourself, Danurai, for helping me get through this commentary. Thank you to Nashley for running the stream. Thank you to Tapioca King and Kariako. Again, thank your TOs. They are the silent shadows that make everything work in this machine.
The heroes.
And thank you to everyone in chat as well. It's great to have so much interest on people just taking this Sunday to go and commentate. Go and watch us commentate. Go and watch some good-ass Caliber.
Exactly. Once again, thank you very much to everybody who joined us today. Thank you everybody for the donators, the coupon code users, the follows, and everybody else. We will be back next week on Soulcalibur España for the 3rd point tournament of EOS. Take care, and we'll see you then.
Yep, we will see you also tonight, 8 p.m. Kusage SC. For Locked in Your Character League. Don't miss it.